Oh my god, fuck.
If there is some pivot, maybe
तो
towards
मैं fix
the
करना
Jet
भूल ही
Phoenix
गई.
or something along those lines, it would have been so good for them on other maps.
Yeah, I think the way that
किधर
Ready
है
on the
window
Phoenix on this map
capture?
shows how great it can be. The prep work that they've done on some of these maps, I mean, huge credit to Ona and the rest of the coaching staff for taking a mostly rookie roster that they've scouted and bringing them to this kind of point. This is an uphill battle. There is a clear favorite. You ask us, you ask the crowd, you ask anybody. Paper Rex are the favorites in this game, but man, it should be a banger.
It definitely should be a banger, and I think when we consider Lev's ascent, we've already seen it in this tournament.
मैं
We
कल
saw
setting
how
कर रही
dominant
थी.
they looked against NRG. NRG being one of the favorites to be able to make it through to this playoffs from that Swiss stage. They're no longer here. Lev are trying to put Americas on top.
Yeah, taking a look at the agent select now. The question is,
भी इधर
will
है तो
Paper
but
Rex
दिख
stick
क्यों
to
नहीं
their
रहा है?
guns? And the answer, well, it's yes. They go back
Remove
to the
करो.
same composition
वो दिखेगा?
with the
नहीं
double
दिख रहा.
sentinel, with the Yoru. What do you make of the Yoru getting play here?
Yeah, I think the Yoru is definitely interesting. We're going to see something potentially jumping onto the snipers and seeing how valuable that is. And hopefully that will be enough delay in stopping power, right? I'm looking towards Lev's neon
पता नहीं
there.
भाई,
And
क्या
how
ही करा है
well,
मैंने.
sorry, how poor that's possibly going to play into this stage, into the Vise. We have so much stall utility on Paper X inside.
I want to see
अच्छा
how
crop
Paper
पे
Rex
शायद
approach
मेरा
playing
पहले
the
से
extremities on this defensive side. Lev's comp is
crop
absolutely
पे.
excellent at dominating that space. They have great ideas of how to farm all towards
Got
up for their
it.
Phoenix. And this is a team that once they get momentum, they can run away.
This match promises the world, and we're going to send it over to two casters who are very comfortable with watching Paper Rex. It's Achilles and Paper Thin.
यहाँ डालूं
This
लोगों.
is indeed
हाँ डालूं.
comfort. This should be a banger. Back over onto the Yoru, our first of the tournament for something, and in the post-nerf era, he has managed to still make this look busted.
Yeah, no, this is a Paper X team that now has also had some time to manufacture this comp a little bit more, to workshop it, to give it some more legs. It already looked pretty decent at times for Paper X back in Stage 1 of Pacific Finals, but it's a big question mark here on against a Leviathan team who looked absolutely electric, especially on this attacker's side. We go out with a big push here early for Paper Rex, but blows.
Ascent.
At least keeping track of it, but that's the spike in his hands.
Watching for the
Hi Rinsler, hi Viper, hello.
Maybe catching a glimpse of the shoulder, but otherwise not too much info going to be gained on either side either way. Rotation is coming in, and Lev are going to be gambling into the full stack, but it looks like Forsaken wanting to try to take some space. We'll take a shot. Heal quickly going to be coming through, and that's Paper Rex thinking that they go for the pivot. They just see that lurking chamber. They assume that Neon's going to be on his lonesome, and now they shift completely to the opposite side of the map. What a misread.
That's okay.
क्या चल रहा है ये?
For at least a little bit of extra info here with the Vice, so there's at least an opportunity to rotate back the other way relatively quickly.
Story देख लेना बाद में. Story देख लेना बाद में.
Seconds remaining. Lev now going to make a go of this, pushing forward into the site. Molly going to be expended there at market. Tap the plant coming through, not connecting on the spikes in. Pulls back around the corner. As Ping reveals will be coming through. Wall up, trying to block up a player over at main. It's going to be 2 kills a pound immediately here for the side of Paper Rex. As Jing will get taken down by Spike Team, but something able to find King. Blows, eliminated. And that was down to Neon, and he cannot find it. Paper Rex will take the opening round on their opponent's selection of Ascent. 1-0 start.
No, really like the ideas here for Paper Rex. It's okay to over-rotate off of that vision you get on the chamber because you've still got that wall there as a little bit of a backup for some time. And of course, Paper Rex, we know individually the talent is through the roof. Like, this is a team that has the history, that has the pedigree. You're just asking yourself, is it going to be like Toronto last year? Is it going to be Destiny?
Now we win.
Just getting the setups going. Might just be a big initial crunch into B main. Solo lurk the opposite side of the map for King. As we'll set up a smoke here to start things off, but they're just going to be pushing ahead of this one. Something's got to judge around the corner. And there's going to be the first kill. The second going to be found as Neon will also get taken down. Envy covering fire, finds the follow-up till.
Absolute cinema हो रहा है भाई.
Spotted and dealt with. A 3K for something and a 2-0 start for Paper Rex.
Yeah, they're really in the driver's seat, making some pretty good map reads again. This time around, an early shock dart gets a little bit of damage in. They're just teeing up something.
अरे कहाँ गया ट्विच
Jiggle
मेरा?
peek and he gets proactive. He pounces
अरे नहीं लेवियाथन नहीं अरे
right
shit.
there to help him clean it up.
Paper X भाई.
Huge start for Paper X on this defender side. To really stymie Leviathan, who are so explosive.
एक स्टोरी डालनी है एक सेकंड.
Especially against NRG. You think back to Sato's ace in the bonus round.
yeah.
Let's see if
Goal
he
भी
can get
डालना
going.
है.
No kills yet.
लाइक करते रहो भाई
All gonna be
स्ट्रीम को.
situated forward
मैं बोलती नहीं हूँ
in
इसका
B
मतलब
main.
ये नहीं कि तुम लोग
From
लाइक नहीं
shallow, wanna
करोगे.
give over some access.
ये क्या क्रॉसहेयर
One thing I
है?
was curious about with Paper X coming into this after watching some of the VODs is how much attention they would give towards the middle part of the map. And you saw in the pistol round they gave quite a bit. You're on the bonus, trying to rely a little bit more on some utility.
Curveball out. Just
देखिए
gonna be a
on
back pedal
time
from
match
Jing.
start
Slow
हो
over as
रहे हैं
well, gonna be
इनके.
situated, trying to stymie that approach from Tree. And for now, Lev continuing to pump the brakes, not feeling fully confident in either position here. It's a little bit of damage going to be traded out. Forsaken into the back away.
Reminder आता तो अच्छा रहता.
Pinned into the corner, headshot, but Jing now the one that's going to be under pressure and will get taken down.
वो
Forsaken
Nightbird
one, but cannot get the trade up.
कभी नहीं है शायद.
Sato able to get them into a winnable position. That run it back as well. Online.
हाँ
Doesn't
मैंने
necessarily
हटा
want to
दिया है
have to
क्योंकि
commit that into
चैट
this.
चलती नहीं है तो वो स्पैम हो जाता है
We're
नाइट
going to
मोड
take a
का.
pause and look for some re-aggression. One of the interesting things is a clone was sent all the way over from the A side, even though something has been sitting over in market. And that's thrown a little bit of confusion into Leviathan.
30 seconds left.
So they aren't entirely sure what the formation is here that they're facing.
Drone's going to be saying hi to each other, but he did get a spot out on Sato, so know there's going to be two players in that position, but Paper X for now still not going for this rotation. Regular window.
Lotus
Shots out,
इतना
fishing
अच्छा
for some
है
damage that
नहीं
won't
यार
be
अपना
found.
वैसे.
Door now shut, and with 10 seconds remaining, the spike going to be brought forward to go for the
10
plant.
seconds left.
Rose will be able to get that one in play, and something's going to be intercepted. Wise little late linger from Neon, and now it's down to Paper X's Envy and Divide to try to see if they can make this a bit more costly, because for the moment, it is very clean. On that approach, anticipating that the chamber is still going to be playing on that side of the map, but to no avail.
कैमरा एंगल सही है ना? और ये भी मैंने अपने कैमरा को थोड़े से कर्व्स डाल दिए.
Yep, just nice patience, good coordination there. So flush Jing.
एक राउंड जीते हो तुम लोग.
Good flash around the corner to tee him up, and Sato's
आया बड़ा खड़ा हो रहा है.
Neon in a good position to intercept there, make sure that judge can't do any damage. But the concerning thing here for Leviathan is because of
थोड़ा
how
ऊपर ले
clean
ले,
that
थोड़ा
start was for
ऊपर
Paper X. They have
और
a ton
ऊपर.
of cash coming in to this fourth round. They have that operator in something's hands, one of the biggest win conditions for this Paper
सही
X
तो
team.
है भाई. मेरे को
One
तो
of the best
ठीक ही लग
operators
रहा
in the
है.
world, and he loves to challenge you.
Push forward, Blaze Wall, set up. It's just going to be a pop flash sent out of that one.
Tiles क्यों
Crash as
देखनी
well
है मेरी?
for the exit, should it be necessary. But yep, something able to strike first, finds one, but Jing will be left on an island, does get taken down, unable to commit that wall fast enough. Sato keeps it close, the run it back still in his pocket. Could be used to just completely break open this mid position, but it's going to be Envy walking forward, and he's able to come away with a kill. Neon's going to be taken down. And Sato, no counter swing, just has his teammate fall for nothing.
That's brutal. You still have that run it back to use to
अरे
clear some
वो
space, but
उसको
now
तो
you're gonna
ये
have to use
बोलते
the drone.
कि
You're in a man
स्क्रीन से ऊपर
disadvantage,
लोग
so
क्या ही है भाई.
find that pick, maybe get that ult to find some value, but
Cover going out.
just have to wait and see. King gonna throw another smoke here at mid to try to keep Paper X from gaining much info, but Paper X happy to fall back and rely on some of the
उधर
util
नाम नहीं
they've
दिख रहा तो
got
नीचे तो दिखता है ना.
covering a lot of these
उसको spec
entry
करेंगे
points.
तो.
You got the wall over at B main, you've got the Thorns here to tee up for
मेरे
Sake.
को लगा एंगल पूछा मैंने. प्लेसमेंट नहीं.
Gonna have to be the 3-2-1. Triple this wall. Meanwhile, Spike is getting rotated. Sato's trying to just create some space, create some information on the opposite side of the map, and sell
वही
a
मैं
fake.
सोचूं भाई ऊपर क्यों
They
करने
will be
बोल
able to
रहा है
get that
तो क्या
spike forward
टाइल्स
into the
देखनी है
second time,
मेरी.
and Sato as well. Pushing out from main, finds Envy, looks for a little bit more, gets some damage on the Forsaken. Paranoia now going to be sent through, and he will come away with that kill, keeps himself alive in the fight, but he's tagged down to 12. Sometimes Spike now planted over on A.
Need to be more specific with the instructions, yeah.
Lurking below Divide. The shock dart will fly. King, he could absolutely be there undoing
Oh my god.
Able to find the kill, and the Divide swings out to take down blows. The defuse is there, and Paper Rex will stave off Lev again as they move up 3-1.
Yeah, it's really nice patience being shown by both teams, to be honest. You know, Leviathan trying to create some question marks on the map, trying to throw Paper Rex off of their rotation game. And Paper Rex is so confident in their individual players that they can also spread the map. Allow Forsaken, who still got that paranoia because it never got popped over in tree, to move over there, isolate Sato. A nice kill on his own, but then he's there to TP up on top of Gen, create that extra angle for that retake. Paper Rex gonna be going up against an op this time. Neon gonna be buying into it, so a big round here for the economy of Leviathan. Paper X as well. Also, the economy not doing super great just yet.
It's certainly rough around the edges here to an extent, but Gate Crash going to be set up, and there's a spot on something. Will fake the TP, sets up another one. Shock Dart will be lobbed in, gets rid of that trademark. Meanwhile, Devi and Envy ready to swing in, pick apart these players that are going to be looking to push through B main out onto the site.
And again, you've got a lot of options here. And Paper X playing it passive. Just waiting out this util, trying to hide. Too clear.
Something now going to be dialed in on the angle, but will get blinded up. The paranoia going through. Hunter's Fury out, however, gets 2 tags. Both duelists lit up, and now Sato taken down. Devi holding the door. Finds himself a third, and Spike Seam just going to be spammed down through the smoke. Envy not losing track of him. Leviathan get massacred on their way through B. It's a flawless for Paper X to move up 4-1.
Envy really smooth here today. Not just with the ultimate, but with the shooting as well. Devi, as always, so sturdy as an anchor. You're looking at some of the best to ever do it, and that right there from Devi. Very, very clean, teed up by Envy as well, with the ultimate hitting a couple players and getting a kill. Ridiculous stuff. And now, yep, there's that eco buy here for Lev.
Looking to try to wall them off, but it's going to be Spike Seam just sending himself forward. Massive push, able to find Forsaken, but Jing gets the trade out, the drag across, the kill on the Neon. There's this aggression from Lev, quickly counteracted, still with a shout, but it's going to be Envy out from wide. He's able to find a little bit more, and Jing is looking for that 4-piece. He won't be able to find it. Sat down by blows, a weapon can be recovered, but he's tagged at 49. Devi already arriving, dropping down from heaven. This would be one hell of a clutch, one hell of a way to get that second round win. Devi just playing this one patiently. Swing out, shot's gonna be going wide. Just the poke and prod, and it's gonna all to be to play something forward at tree. Paper Rex starting to look like they're gonna be running away with this map pick. Lev, do they call the timeout?
It's a great question. Try something a little bit cheeky, try to get up ahead of this wall. They're trying to go up and over it. Alex, a little bit frustrated, but...
Probably just thinking it's a little bit of an overheat. Didn't need to lose as many players as they did, but still need to be happy that they're coming away with these round wins.
They still make a pretty good read and a pretty good play in my book. It's Paper Rex, so when it comes to raw firepower,
let's play.
Absolutely, you should believe in them. Jing there, spamming away.
And now the Odin gets layered in as well. No, guys, keep stating there. It's just a phantom on the other side of that wall. No, 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 no. There are layers to this. There's another key early advantage. Now down a player. Let's listen in to Lev.
Varanda, Bruno. Vem varanda comigo numa drone.
Matei.
Vem juntar comigo, Spike. Eu vou voltar o resto.
Não sei muito tempo. Calma.
Eu sei, eu vou voltar.
Drone na varanda.
Eu vou voltar os restos. Começa aqui a varanda. Eu vou ficar aqui na viada.
Cuida meio.
Drone na
varanda.
Varanda. Não consegui, tá parede do meio, guys. Quebra essa
ये
parede.
कौन सी भाषा बोल रहे हैं ये लोग?
cara aqui, onde que tá parando?
Já quebrei, quebra no meio, quebra a parede.
Eu tenho o drone ainda, estamos 4x4. Eu sinto quanto não dá conta.
Overall, calm and collected despite the chaos there in mid, but Forsaken able to find King.
If PRX won and Ascend, then hopefully it's 2-0.
Time starting to dwindle.
You never know, it's PRX.
Wanting to bring it over towards this site. Quick check. With that from the shadows, Jing going to be spotted by the drone. Spikes in going for the entry. Will work his way forward onto the side, but has
Lotus में हगी देती है, अरे?
It's going to be Envy now pushing out from tree to just mow them all down.
भाई
A 3K form in 6-1.
Love to see
Paper
Odin.
Rex. Oh, Alex might be pissed, but they are looking great so far.
This is really good stuff from Paper Rex.
Story
in terms
gayi hi
of
nahi.
having some set game plans, having some set ideas, using that early Phantom spam to kind of keep Leviathan a little bit off balance, and then, oops, surprise, it's an Odin.
एक सेकंड ये क्या बात हुई?
Forsaken's TP. Love that he uses it to get information over at B main. Confirms there's no presence on that side of the map. That allows Envy to cheat a little bit further forward
Operator
there,
चला
put
भी रहा है
that
कोई?
Odin into a position where it can absolutely pop. And it does. Leviathan in this Coinbase win condition.
क्यों नहीं हो रही
Have to dial up
upload?
something pretty special because they're getting beat at just about every punch.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Paper Rex, sure, you commit 2 ultimates into that one, you get the res, you still lose something, but on the other side, 2 ults committed as well, the Tour de Force and the Hunter's Fury, both burned for no real gain. Need to find something as
Story upload नहीं हो रही है भाई.
they're trying to piece together what kind of buy they can get, and widely it's going to be a ton of half armors, so something wants to just bring an outlaw into the equation. That could still be a very big thorn in
मेरा
their
account भी
side.
suspend हो गया.
Doesn't need to go to the op. I mean, Paper Rex has plenty of cash for it if they want to, but could be one of those moments where try something a little bit different. They are going to be one away from Sato's ult, so the ult cycle here healthy for Leviathan, but they couldn't get the first round to go in this cycle. So you're going to need to find a way to dial up something a little bit more special here. So certainly with, you know, maybe King's TP in there, Spikes in with the Neon ult, there's some opportunities here where they have some kind of set play ready. It is going to be tough against this comp with all these walls. Spikeson wants to try to bait this.
He'll be able to get the tap. Drifts back away, something not going to be given a glimpse. Meanwhile,
Ascent
TP
खराब
around the
हुआ
corner.
भी
King, is
तो
he gonna stick this?
भाई
Yes, he does it. Forsaken
नहीं जा रहा ना
has
खराब
it
but
all done. Every bit of information.
वेदन को 2-0 कर दिया तो हो गया फिर खत्म.
Trying to hold the line, Sato will be able to find the enemy omen here at the end of it, but something gets himself another kill. Spike's going to be taken down. And again, Lev locked out of the site. The wall's still available to be committed. And Jing is inching
ए भाई
forward.
जा नहीं डालनी
Suspect
स्टोरी
for
मेरे
just
को. हट
that.
कैंसिल अपलोड.
Creates another off angle. Sato trying to swing and to find anything. Will just find death. Dubai gets the cleanup, and Paper Rex continue to look perfect.
It is incredible. Just the discipline that they're showing, and Forsaken, you know, he's so well known on the Omen for being one of those crazy TP players who's going to go somewhere you don't expect. And that's something that Leviathan tries to do to him, and he says, nope, I'm very aware. I know this game. I play it better than most. So looks like Spike's in, going to cut funds to go for just the Neon ult and the full armor. They're going to try to break through something. Aggressive angle at the op.
Looking for that timing, will have the exit. Spikes in again, trying to up the pace, pops the wall, the overdrive in play, looking for a target. Will still find one, but Spam is going to come through it again. With the Odin, has the shutdown. He peeks back from
हो गया
He
खत्म.
takes out King. Neon eventually able to put him down on the floor, but still a player disadvantage now for Leviathan. There's still all of Paper Rex to deal with, and they can't deal with Squat. Picked apart one by one.
वो एक राउंड जीतने के बाद जो खड़ा हुआ था.
It's just so tough for Leviathan going up against this double sentinel comp that Paper Rex is bringing. There's so many walls you have to worry about, so many little traps that have to be dealt with. So this time, Leviathan says, okay, let's see if we can use this Neon ult to just go blow right past the Vice wall, see if we can find the kill. But Paper Rex so ready for that already. They're lined up high-low at the bottom of the stairs on the back side. And that means that there's not much that you can really do there, Spikes, and at best you're going to get a trade.
And how long has this running back been available? I feel like Sato's had it for so many rounds now, but just never an opportunity to try to commit it forward. Always dealing with a player disadvantage, him getting picked early, having weaker weaponry. Even the tools that Left do have to try to turn the tides of this, they're broken.
Here we go.
All out, Thorns as well. Line it up. Sato cannot swing this corner. Neon at the same time is going to be eliminated. Sato will still be able to find some value. Looks to try to go for the gun. Slow creep across, but it's going to be the drop down from Jing is off the top of his own wall. Intercepting Spike scene. Now looking for a little bit more, but the shot dart's going to be layered in, and Blows is able to find him. A 3v3
नहीं गई भाभी,
opportunity now
वापस टूर
for
नहीं गई
Leviathan.
मेरी.
Can they convert this into a win? Dimensional drift is going to be in play. Something now sprinting down, scouting them all out.
कुछ जा ही नहीं रहा है.
From off heaven, Jen just comes away with 2. King now recovering an Odin, yes, but the spike is stranded at the back of Jen.
5 बार ट्राई कर लिया मैंने.
To pick this up. Just gonna go run around, trip the wall, try to see if he can trip Paper
मेरे
Rex
मेन
up.
में प्रॉब्लम है क्या?
They know what they need to do here. Just gonna hold the crossfire.
या लिंक का इशू है. लिंक का भी इशू नहीं है. अटैक किया मैंने, सिर्फ वो भी नहीं जा रहा है.
Shadows traveling. Smoke towards main, the spot out of the spray down. Defy will have the 3K, has the round, and Paper Rex have themselves an 8-round lead with no ending in sight.
It's incredible what this team can do with some time. A nice little couple uses of util by Leviathan, using that recon dart to force Forsaken into a position where he has to turn to try to clear it to open up the first kill. Paper X HQ likes what they see, but the combo there of the shock darts and the molly from the Phoenix to clear
Instagram में down है क्या भाई?
But outside of that, the rifling is just too much for Leviathan to deal with.
Defy has died once. He's currently 10-1 at the moment, and Jing, well, he's going to be able to find Neon. Just peeking into B main. Meanwhile, Forsaken poking and prodding. Will go for quick reposition. TP's around the corner, just using that fast lane against them. Manages to slip the net, but barely.
तो बचा है Forsaken.
Vibes with 28 health, but King at the same time, eating quite a bit of damage.
And Jing's already hustling over. Get a spot out on the blows. A little bit of damage in there, but something off of that drone. Gonna have to back up, give that space over. They do identify him anyway, but this is something. What?
क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ?
That is unbelievable! That is unforgivable! And that should certainly be illegal! Something, you are up 9-1! Give them
Insta का glitch है, don't worry, सबके साथ हो रहा है.
to believe in! He says absolutely not!
वो
Replay, please.
What the fuck?
God.
What the actual
One of
fuck?
those days. That is why I just think he's maybe the best operator player in the world. I mean,
दोनों shocked
the
है.
instincts to hit those shots. A little bit lucky, sure.
I'm just flabbergasted. The Lev just cannot catch a break. They can't buy a round win at this point.
No.
Something he's looking to continue his reign of terror.
And look at the buy here. It's 3 Guardians. So it's not even a full buy.
And final round down to everything they could scrape together. Rendezvous out. Damage going to be avoided for Neon. Meanwhile, something repositioning, swinging deeper into mid. Jing going to be taking that initial point of contact, sets to the wall, rides it, and will end up losing his life. That peek out, I don't think was wide enough to spot something here.
हाँ मैच ही देखते
So on the reface, this could just end up being blows
क्योंकि ना
down.
मेरे main ID का बहुत problem है.
Peeking in even more. He's expecting the jump peek, but
मेरे पास बहुत सारे features नहीं है जो मेरे ult पे है. Ult मतलब वो जो gaming ID पे है.
Cleans up a kill into something, and suddenly it's the best advantage that Lev has had all game long.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here. Picking apart Paper X players one by one. A little bit of an overstep from the Paper X team as well, but that's kind of their MO. They feast or famine on that.
Slide in, Envy around that corner. Trying to face forward with the Odin. Still is going to be good for one. Look at the second! And Envy delivers again!
रॉक भाई घुस गए क्या इसके अंदर?
Faking the TP. And King, it's over, it's done. Out of time, out of hope.
Oh my god, freaking 11-1.
It's hard to do it better than they just did.
उठना अब उठ.
Already an incredible
अब
team.
उठ के
We
दिखा.
already know how good they are. And this may be one of their best yet. On a map that's been rough for them. They come in to Masters London looking
प्राइवेट में जैसे
immaculate.
क्या नहीं है आपके, मैं बताती हूँ आपको. आपकी समस्या दूर करती है. My God. मेरा दोनों क्रिएटर्स अकाउंट है, मतलब बिजनेस अकाउंट है, प्रोफेशनल वाला.
We'll go into the halftime. And we'll get to hear from someone who I think is probably very, very happy. We've got Frankie standing by with a Paper X superfan.
I might have found
And
Paper
this
X's
is the
biggest
only
fan.
reason
Everyone
ki-
say hello to Muslim. Muslim actually had tickets for tomorrow, but Paper X are not playing then. So what did you do to make sure you could make it today?
So yeah, after I found out that PaperX will not be playing on the day that I got my ticket, I contacted PaperX on every single social media. I sent it emails on everyone that I know that has connections to PaperX, and I sent a 3-minute video explaining why I'm the biggest PaperX fan out there. And I asked them for a ticket, and they hooked me up for today's ticket. Thank you so much, PaperX.
We actually don't have 3 minutes, but can you summarize what you did say?
So basically, I told them that I've been supporting PaperX since 2021, since my SG, since they didn't even qualify for international. I've been here since Shiva was still in the roster. That's so long ago. So I even wrote articles when I was in journalism, when I was interning, about PaperX. I begged my editors to write an article about them. So yeah, I'm a big fan of PaperX.
What inspires this loyalty, Muslim?
It's just that I am a fan of underdogs. I've
अरे
always felt like an
half
underdog
time
in my
में
life.
मेरे को वो करना
And
था.
PaperX, I just feel that connection.
एक
You know?
second.
It feels like if they can go far,
Black
I
screen
can go
देखने
as
से
far as
अच्छा
them.
मुझे ही देख लो.
I don't know if you've seen the scoreline, but I think it's 11-1. I don't think they're underdogs anymore, Muslim.
Yeah, they were underdogs, but now they're the giants. And then one day, I can become a giant like them.
I think you're on your way, Muslim. Thank you so much. Let's get back into the game.
We will get back in for as long as Lev will give us at this point. 11-1, Paper X. They pick up the pistol. This is going to be curtains, you would think. This needs to be one hell of a defender's side. Do exactly what Paper X just did to them, but at the moment it feels like Lev just looking a little rusty, not quite awake here.
Fan क्या हुआ? ये आ रही है क्या?
And meanwhile, Paper X is
नहीं.
come into this just with a
नहीं ना?
full day's
नहीं आ रही
rest.
शायद.
Looking chipper, right as rain. Big deep setup here. It's Paper X slowly making their way forward. Looking for some kind of contact plays, but you've got the trip there in pizza, so looking to play off of that, but Paper X can wall that off.
Yeah, recon to mid, wall up. This is all to try to sell it as a
मर
hit
गया.
onto the B side, but instead they're just going to be barreling forward, able to get in on top of King, find that elimination, slide across, Spike's in looking for the kill. Will be able to find one, Sato now back, filling that space, has the bandit in hand, cleans up one on the something, the ball now at his feet. Gets another clean head tap.
Spike down.
Jing will be able to take him down, gets the spot out as well. The Spike drops behind him, needs to win this and does.
It's 2-0 in favor of
And now it's just
Paper
Neon,
X.
6 bullets in the headhunter. The window already broken for him.
वही deep down मेरे को भी वही चाहिए but
No real idea what his angle of approach is going to be.
ये हमारे
Double stack into
सिंह
hell.
भाई ने कुछ और उठा लिया ना.
Staring into main.
मैंने
Set up on
आज
that
ही
now. Gets the information, drops down, rendezvous up to the top as a flash.
HP
Fully blinds him up, fishes for a little bit of damage, drops down, the right click's flying, but it's gonna be Divide.
उठना है नहीं तो उठ तू मुझे उठ के दिखा दे अब.
Are up to map point in record time.
गाइस मेरा
What
फैन
can you
कैसा है
do when
तुम
this
लोगों ने
team
बताया नहीं.
just runs at you, completely fearless, right through the paranoia, right through flashes. And this double down here from Jing, absolutely incredible to catch blows off guard. They know the spike is down, and your normal reaction as a player is to want to get that spike and get it into the site as quickly as possible, but Jing uses that against his opponent. Paper X just
इसके पीछे
absolutely
एक स्टोरी है.
confident beyond belief, and now you just have to buy every round here as Leviathan. So a couple shotguns, a stinger, Neon just the headhunter.
सीधा
bullets.
वैंडल. सीधा वैंडल.
Full armor on 3 out of the 5. Poor Leviathan. So not everybody going to be one tap to that outlaw.
भाई.
A little bit of a trap setup here for Divide, but he
वो
doesn't
मैंने
like
ये
what
और
he sees, so instead
फॉजर
just
का
throws up
लुक
the wall.
रिक्रिएट करा था तब मेरे को ये चाहिए था हाथ में लेने के लिए तब मेरे को मिला ही नहीं अब. ये कहाँ रखा मैंने मेरे को याद ही नहीं.
Shot out, and that connects
कल
on the Sato.
परसों मैं देख
He's
रही हूँ
down to 3 health
ड्रेसर
now. Looking for that follow-up, and my God,
ड्रेसिंग टेबल में
he
रखा
just
था.
cannot miss. The heal is there, but 2 players taken down so very low, so very early on a force buy to try to keep this map going. It just doesn't get any easier for them. A rare whiff there.
बहुत थे रे वैसे तो वो
Moose does manage
बट
to
वो
back
क्या
away.
बोलते हैं उसको ये कपड़ा था बीच में, ये प्रॉपर वुडन का है, प्रॉपर तो नहीं मतलब हाँ ये वुडन टाइप्स, बिल्कुल आपके जैसे आपका फैन। अरे
30 seconds left.
Sato just staying tucked where he can, the swing out, but he's just outgunned, doesn't have the range for it. King, however, does. Jumps forward to Bucky, able to deliver an immense amount of damage as Indy will get taken low. Now the second Bucky arrives. Spike's able to find another kill before getting taken out of the equation, but it's going to be Dubai again. Still, one death on him.
किधर है ये
To just open up the sight, and Neon again. Now has to do it all.
भाई लेवियतन को क्या हो गया है? स्पीड रन हो गया भाई।
What a start! What a start for Paper Rex!
भाई एलेक्स ने कितना खुशी में लेवियतन को चूज करा था। कितना टाइम हुआ मैच स्टार्ट हुए? आधा घंटा हार्डली। तो कॉम्पिटिटिव जैसा हो गया।
Holy shit, dude! I deleted this boys. Holy.
मैं इसकी स्टोरी बताती हूँ। तो हम गए थे मॉल में और वहाँ पे ऐसी एक स्टोर है जहाँ पे ऐसी क्यूट क्यूट चीज़ें मिलती है, लाइक एक्शन फिगर हो गया, वो सब टाइप में, ठीक है। और भी कुछ बहुत कुछ ऐसा होम डेकोर टाइप टॉयज एंड ऑल, हॉट व्हील्स वाला कार्स वगैरह सब कुछ मिलता है उधर। और फिर क्या तीन साल पहले की बात है ये। एंड मैं डिसाइड करके गई थी अपने दोस्त के साथ कि एक तो चैलेंज करना था मेरे को, ठीक है, रहेगा मेंबर्स ओनली पे ही वो व्लॉग। और मैं बोली कि एक वो वीडियो भी बनाएंगे और एक मिनी व्लॉग भी बनाएंगे। तो वो मिनी व्लॉग के लिए क्लिप्स इकट्ठा करते करते मैं वो शॉप का भी क्लिप्स ले रही थी, ठीक है। एंड वो बंदी आती है वहाँ की और मेरे को बोलती कि मैम विंडो शॉपिंग अलाउड नहीं है। तो जस्ट उसको दिखाने के लिए कि भाई मैं विंडो शॉपिंग नहीं कर रही हूँ, मेरे को एक्चुअल में चीज़ लेनी है, इसलिए मैंने ये उठाया। मैंने काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें देखी भी पहले, फिर मैंने ये उठाया क्योंकि मेरे को वो उसका लुक रिक्रिएट करना था। तो वो ऐसा फ़ैन लेके रहती है ना, मतलब आई डोंट नो, मैंने शायद से फ़ोटो देखी, फ़ैन तो नहीं रहता उसका मतलब, बट हाँ तो वो रहता है। मैंने सोचा कि भाई उसका लुक रिक्रिएट करूँगी तो हाथ में फ़ैन लेके फिर फिक्स ले लूँगी करके। और उसके बाद ठीक है ये मैंने लाया और ये मैंने कहाँ रख दिया मेरे को समझा ही नहीं, मेरे को मिला ही नहीं, मेरे को याद ही नहीं आ रहा था। क्या क्रेजी क्विक मैप था ये, लाइक नो एफर्ट, वो भी लिव के पीक पे। एग्जैक्टली जितना मेरे को याद आ रहा है ब्रीज था या फ्रैक्चर था जी के अगेंस्ट, वो भी कुछ 4 स्कोर था लिव का। नॉट अलाउइंग विंडो शॉपिंग इज क्रेजी। भाई देखना, तुमने एक तो मॉल के अंदर शॉप रखा है तुम्हारा, ठीक है, ऐसा भी नहीं कि भाई कोई प्रॉपर आउटलेट, ऐसे ही कॉर्नर में ऐसे रहता है ना कुछ सा स्टॉल टाइप वैसे। देख भाई तू रुक, मैं तुझे बताती हूँ विंडो शॉपिंग किसको बोलते हैं। मेरे को ऐसी चीजें बहुत पसंद है यार, बट रखने के लिए जगह नहीं है। They obviously won't play seriously against India at the time they were already in playoffs. क्यों नहीं करा 2-0 फिर? 2-0 क्यों नहीं करा फिर? ये क्या है ये वैक्स? वैक्स निकालते निकालते मैं तोड़ ही दूंगी, ये लग रहा है मेरे को। भाई मैं ज्यादा कुछ बोल नहीं सकती। तो अपन चुपचाप मैच देखेंगे, ठीक है? बहुत ही गंदा, क्या खेला ही नहीं। अरे पागल, लेव वालों ने, जी ने कितने मैचेस खेले इंटरनेशनल स्टेज पे, लेव ने कितने खेले वो बता तू मेरे को। कुछ तो चल रहा है, क्या चल रहा है? एलेक्स भाई का इंटरव्यू चल रहा है, हो भी गया उसका। ये कौन है? मैं तो लेव की बात कर रही हूँ। पिस्टल राउंड डाई। सेम गोस फॉर पीआरएक्स भी भाई। पीआरएक्स ने कितने इंटरनेशनल मैचेस खेले और जी ने कितने खेले? सेम ही चीज है भाई। बट भाई जब से ये रोस्टर चेंज हुआ है ना, नहीं करिए परफॉर्म इतना अच्छा लेवियातान। Hello Pavanji, welcome to stream. It's not about how many matches played international तो वो खुद शॉक हो गए अरे भाई पवन जी ये देखो ब्रदर तो कुछ और बोल रहा है मैं कुछ और बोल रही हूँ इंटरनेशनल का मेंशन करने का बात सिर्फ यही था कि वो लोगों ने लाइक नया रोस्टर होके भी इतना दूर तक आए एंड मैं ये बोल रही थी कि उन्होंने लेवियातान को भी बहुत अच्छा टक्कर दिया था एंड भाई सीरियसली एवरीवन थॉट कि ये बहुत टफ मैच रहेगा बट जिंग रेस खेल रहा है ठीक है सेम कॉम पे कोई कैची ला के दो यार मेरे को ये वैक्स मेरे को बहुत ये दे रहा है वो सीडी इंस्टाग्राम कब ठीक होगा यार पूरी डालनी है बालों में लगा लूं क्या मैं क्यों डॉज कर रही हूँ अब अगर ये देख इसको बहुत जल्दी रहती है उठने की का मोमेंटम तोड़ा नहीं तो हो गया मेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड का सब वो ये करने दो देखो 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 वाओ
Carried forward as he goes into
वाओ
bonus.
वाओ तब से डेस्कटॉप
Decent
म्यूट
damage
है
done by
किसी ने
Paper X,
बताया
though.
भी नहीं.
All things considered, if something wins that battle, even very, very different, but hitting some nice headshots there. Envy with the
क्या
classic. Jing had one
क्या
with the
ही
Sheriff.
मतलब क्या ही
Paper X invests a little bit into that round, so therefore, Guardian, instead of the half armor,
ये
afford to
तो
buy
OBS खोलती नहीं तो दिखता भी
for
नहीं.
that full armor buy. Paper X situating themselves to contest this mount hit.
स्पाइक प्लांट भी हो रहा है.
Pop flash out, up and over goes Sano, but something will be able to strike him down. Swings out, looking for a little bit more. Can't quite turn the flash, but it's going to be Envy still looking to maintain control as Jing pushes forward the spike, trying to be recovered, but
Finally.
King falls alongside his teammates. Now just Neon on the complete opposite side of the map to try to see if he can do any further damage here. Otherwise, it's going to be a very clean anti-bonus for PRX. Second tucked in, still immediately going to be found. Damage does come through, but now it'd have to be a 4K clutch to try to convert this one. Paper X just getting themselves situated around the corner. Flash at the ready, looking for the 3-2-1. They swing ahead of it, and Neon is still able to find 2 more kills. That ends up being very catastrophic for Paper X in the end. It's only Jing will survive.
Yeah, that means economy's going to be a little bit funky here for Paper X coming into this round. Curious what the buy is going to
मेरा
look like
अलग से
for
चालू टीवी
Leviathan.
so I didn't realize.
It's a good opportunity for an outlaw to come into this next round. Jing is going to have that showstopper though. Yeah, I like this from Neon. Really nice pickup.
Well, maybe they thought that he was
मेरी
going to be
आवाज
playing
कैसे आ रही थी
anti-flash,
फिर?
turned away. And he just faces forward, takes his chances. He sent showstopper now online. Several half armors, so Neon with this outlook could absolutely feast.
And with both boombots there, Lev definitely not wanting to mess with that off the rip. Just looking for that re-aggression. Do get that Prowler, just get a quick spot there onto the last trailing player. Now Paper X gonna shift around their formation just a little bit. Leviathan taking their time with those aggressive early
एक
push outs
esports
of
player
B.
कितना कमाता होगा?
King trying to put himself in a spot where he can counteract that if there is another walkabout from the PRX boys, but a clear here of rubble off of all of this sky util. Envy does spam a little bit, but this hasn't
अभी
dissuaded Lev too
MLDN
much just yet, and that may be all according to plan.
Jump spot from
ये
Jing,
कुछ
not gonna
वो
see
है
anything.
क्या
They've already
ग्लिच
cleared
स्विच है
past
क्या?
rubble. Sliding
लंदन में
forward
आके
towards the
सब
door.
MLN पे कैसे शिफ्ट हो गए?
Jump peek out. Jing now able to back away, but it's going to be Envy dead. Playing alone forward into tree. Loses his life, something still waiting for this lurk. Will be able to find a shot.
कोई
King
डी से अपनी
gonna be
एबिलिटी
struck
कैसे
down.
यूज कर सकता है?
The 4v4 with the plan coming through. The showstopper now going to be sent out. Spots one with the TP to dodge it. And Jing cannot plant his feet fast enough. Blows able to keep him covered. Finds that elimination. Divine now trying to scale forward. Does have the full armor. And smoke will bloom here in the on space. Clear of the Seekers. Alerting them to something's presence, but Forsaken at the same time is able to find Spike Scene. Rewrite of the rope. Sano looking for the push. Neon able to find the 2 kills. And the cleanup is good. 2 players alive. Leviathan maintaining the lead 3-1.
Yeah, they're playing really disciplined here. Kind of like what we saw in Ascent, but now they're hitting some of their shots. Neon in particular.
How many
really
kills
thriving.
will
Great
Jing
call
get
there.
with their
Just
next ultimate?
dip into the outlaw. See what they can get done with that. But this win right onto Envy. Envy tries to challenge it, maybe thinking that it might be a solo player. You know, you see this all the time where there's a lurker who's playing with that door, trying to play with info. And that one, yeah, that one's a little bit frustrating. You're going to lose that showstopper too, and now you're on an eco as Paper X. So that's a brutal round. Leviathan giving themselves a really good chance to stretch this to 4.
This time probably earned frustration there for Alex as Forsaken is trying to find this elimination on Neon. Tags him, the knives immediately going to be popped. As he's looking for it, and he's able to find it. Forsaken going to be struck down. Neon able to find a second, but Jing is there as well. Comes away with a kill. Tailwind out, something able to dodge that paranoia. Keeps it into a 2v2 as the jump spot will locate him. They know that he's still sticking around. They know he's going to be in this more entrenched position, but he's still somehow able to find Spike Scene. The Sheriff in hand blows, pulling off of the angle now. Checking towards the baby door, nothing going to be spotted there.
What the fuck?
Clips him in the head to get the MasterCard Thrifty.
I mean, he is just unreal today. 1 death on Ascent. And It was funny, I
One
talked to
death.
him in between the halves here, and Divine
One
goes,
still
I got
one death
buddy,"
on
and he goes, "Yeah,
Ascent.
maybe I should have just saved that round." I was like, "What was the bonus, bro?"
Could have done, but now a big round to try to rally back into this one for Paper Rex as they look to tie things up. The economy broken down on the side of Leviathan. Paper Rex well ahead as far as the ults are concerned as well.
That operator, scary. Oh, what a shot from Neon. Great shut down there.
Good way.
ये किस मुंह के?
Start this one off. Pull off what will feel like an effective switch of their own. Turn to the flash.
Oi!
Looking for that second kill, but he cannot get it. Zato will be able to strike him down.
We
Indy now
almost-
backpedaling over to the connector door. Divine ready to counter swing out from stairs. Indy holds his own for one. The showstopper's going to be lobbed in, but Indy ends up getting out in front of that one. Dodges it, but now something on the approach around the back will be noted by this wall. King still alive and in the mix. Just pops that to make them continue considering the flank, but it
Hold
looks
कर
like
सकता
Lever
था वैसे
considering the
something, but
pivot
ठीक है.
into the B site where something lying in wait, but he's getting more and more
ये बहुत
committed.
wide
On
angle.
the single, finds one,
Nice.
cloud burst down. Skirts back in for now, the swing not coming through. Both players dangerously
ये
low.
लोग फंस गए
65
इधर.
health between the two of them.
Just trying to wait this out, probably talking about how they want to clear this. Do have a little bit of util with the Raze.
Oh, what a hit that would have been. It ends up
30
going
seconds
wide.
left.
King now able to get that
Something
spike
एक
in play.
hook मार
Has the
दे.
seal guard as well for a post plan.
मर जाएगा King.
Does he
Last
just send
player
it? No.
standing.
Doesn't get given the opportunity, and there's the shot.
Nice.
Something eventually creeping in behind is able to find Sato, and Paper Rex with a fuse will tie it up at 3-3.
पानी की बोतल ही
Glad
लाई
this is just the
भाई.
individual brilliance of Paper Rex on display. Able to kind of outdo some of their opponents in big moments here. Some trades early. I like the attempt of the dodge by Envy. I mean, he at least doesn't die to the showstopper.
Yeah.
ये मेरे
But then
stream
something
में
all over
बहुत
the map,
delay
they're
है
fading
रे.
out the wall, rotating back through, understanding that they could be going through that door because Devi's holding A site. So prepped and ready, and has a great cloud burst to set him up for another angle, and then he rotates again, and he completely fools Leviathan.
Well, they're looking to maybe go aggressive at C, at least get that orb, try to maybe cycle up another round of Seekers for blows.
Show them we're fighting crap.
Something is going to be there with that operator.
And Neon's got one too here, but he's all on his own. This is scary.
Playing it solo. Something maybe anticipating that TP up the top. Nothing going to be seen there. Neon will get rewarded with that operator. Finds the kill. Forsaken going to be struck down the peak in. Looking for the flick, but it does not connect. Quick reposition back onto the site, trying to see if anyone gives him an angle. Do they swing into this, or do they just backpedal for now? They're staying statuesque. Tucked around the corner. As Trailblazer's going to lead the way. Something considers chasing it, but this is maybe a bit of... Paper Rex are starting to rotate out. Not expecting that everyone is widely just sat here at Mount.
Yeah, they're anticipating that off of that Trailblazer that Leviathan would make a move with that info that was gathered on the Paper Rex side, but they're being extraordinarily cautious on this attacker side. They are constantly taking these pauses, trying to wait Paper Rex out. They know that can be one of those things that gets into Paper Rex's head is they got to keep moving, they got to keep going, and you can use that against them sometimes.
35 seconds, they don't even hear this Trailblazer, so TP forward, they will find this site empty. There is not even a lick of util from the Vice either. Jing going up and over, not tripping the wall, and that could be costly. King, however, watching back, I do believe, checking this angle, and Jing might get caught off guard. He's able to find the spot out, but cannot find the kill. Now the Steel Garden at the ready. Swinging from Sato to his device, something able to come away with one, trading it back. It's still in a player deficit. The Steel Garden's going to
अरे
exchange on
दोनों
either
साइड से
side.
अडॉप्टर डाया हो गया.
A fadeaway shot is able to find Neon before his gun is taken away. It's back into a 3v3, and now the knives are here. Something looking to try to break their way forward onto the site. He's going to be good for one, but Spike sits him down. Envy now scaling forward, but it's Devi.
Nice.
Coming away with blows. The diffuse is in, and Paper Rex, he will take the lead. The operator gets recovered.
I mean, it takes a lot to get there. Again, good flank awareness from Leviathan. They're being very cautious in terms of making sure that
अब लग
they
रहा है ना
know
भाई
that
कि खेल रहे
Paper
दोनों
Rex is going
साइड
to want to
से.
get in their backside quickly, and even with Jing trying a cheeky up and over, they're still ready for it. They got it. They got it. Well, that's tough. Yeah, I mean, you have an odd man situation post plant there for Leviathan, and they can't hold it down. Something holding onto that Blade Storm there. It's a nice counter to the Steel Garden. Devi fearless for those peaks around the corner. It's little things like that that are so difficult to play against. Very few teams play like Paper Rex.
Fast hit now going to be coming forward. TP into the site. Spikes in arriving. And Sato able to dispatch Jing. Envy trying to fill that space, trying to push in. But that paranoia does not connect. Devi is only going to be good for one.
My God.
They up the pace and it's looking pristine. Leviathan not going to be allowing for Paper Rex to start running away with this.
Save up.
Unless
Save
something
by
can go
save.
away with a 4K clutch with the operator. Lev will
Hi
tie it
Sudeep,
up
what's up?
4-4.
Welcome to the stream.
Tucks back
Arre?
Trailblazer, not going to get the spot out. But this is still a gargantuan task, even for somebody of something's caliber. I have to expect that this is just going to be a save.
For sure. Just a matter of, is anybody going to try to clear him? Try to take the gun. Still some money in the bank for Paper Rex between something and Envy. Really want to keep this operator going into the next round.
We'll just stick around, trying to see if he gets these exits, but Leviathan wise to it. Will make their way through the connector out towards the A side of the map, keeping everybody else alive. So 4 weapons going to be carried over. So they look to build up this economy for themselves. Paper Rex, it's rough around the edges. Cash in hand for Envy, but the other players.
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
Buying down. So 4 to 4. Leviathan not going out without a fight.
For sure, and this is them winning a lot of individual battles. They're trying to play off the back of those flashes quick, but Leviathan, because Sato's able to hold the line. Yep, and when he's on fire, that's when Leviathan is definitely scary. Want to see him pick it up. Hard not to like the way he's been playing so far here in London. A little bit of a rough start though, but that round right there, a difference maker for sure.
Boombot out, TP up.
They know. They know.
Dylan going to be popped, something looking for the peak. Makes his exit, the updraft having to be used as well, but Forsaken at the same time, going to be taken down, trying to scale out of that A door. Again, just dispatched by Neon. Now the Seeker's online, and Envy dropped as well. The peak from main. Paper Rex are getting scattered to the winds.
Good, just wrapping up work. You say house was 40 pin. Good.
They have to gamble one way or another.
It was a good run for G.
Keep that up in safe positions is probably what you're considering here.
Hey, global esports ने सारे क्या बोलते सारे तो नहीं.
Just going to look to run down the clock a bit. Go for that slow creep forward. See that they have this side empty.
Full sense को बाहर करके
start cutting back towards this side.
फिर आगे जाके खुद बाहर हो गई. अब बस PRX बची है.
I suspect that he's not going to be able to hold his own for very long.
अपने region में से.
Spot him on that Trailblazer. Will move forward. The smoke, however, is going to be dissipating, and Neon is very much ready for it. Immediately has the shutdown for Jing and something. It's time to just tuck back. Wait for this spike to erupt.
You can definitely go hunting now as Leviathan. You should be pushing the map very quickly here. They already are. So Jing heard that flash over in water, so he's just gonna try something a little
Hi,
bit different.
Balakshmi Tesha. What's up?
Nice that
Welcome
you're
to
gonna
the
be able to save
stream.
that Sky ult as well here as Leviathan going into the next round. Kind of curious if maybe this is where Alex gets involved. Might be time to calm the boys down a little bit.
जिसके पीछे से चिंगा है भाई मैं डर गई.
Yeah, I mean I think you might want to. There's a kill for something. You might want to talk about.
Sad, but I'm so happy for G. This team has potential. They will play solid for sure. Yep.
Probably just say, hey, I know we had a great ascent, but
इतना अच्छा
let's tighten the screws a little bit.
run के बाद
Let's get this ship sailing back in the right direction.
I hope they won't change
right now,
anything.
Winds against us.
You see the timer stop, so timeout
Which
call will be
weapon
coming
will get
through.
the first kill this
There's
one?
a Paper
Upright
X
her.
Needing to try to assess how they're going to get back into this one. Because it's just been a lot of contact fights that they're not winning. Resulting in these very early advantages for Leviathan.
ना
So
ये
Coinbase win condition for them.
पहले भी
Just pump the brakes, play it slowly.
जब VLT और G का मैच
going
होता
to be
था
more than happy to do just the same.
and लोगों को VLT से बहुत
I think
hopes
that's
रहते थे
part of the discussion here is look, we
और
know what
global
they're
esports
doing.
हमेशा
They've shown us
जीतती
a few fast rounds, right? Like
और
we had the one on the
VLT के
beach.
फिर
We're gonna
रोस्टर
dive in.
बार-बार
Don't
चेंज
counter,
होते
play for
गए
these retakes. You know, we're doing a great job in that regard. Even when we've been at an odd man disadvantage, if we wait for
और
the full
फिर
forces,
जब
if we
global
play together,
esports specific
that's when they're
खेलने
at their
लगी
best. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure that you know
क्योंकि
you've
वो
got the
सेम
support
चीज
there before you
होने
start
लगी
making
उनके
your
साथ
moves.
कि भाई रोस्टर चेंज हो रहा है
probably
बस
just chill a little
परफॉर्मेंस
bit. I
नहीं
mean,
आ
the
रहा.
aim's been a little bit off compared to what we saw in a sense, so those things coming through. But yeah, it is defender's side of Lotus, but
भी
believe
उनका
it or not,
रहेगा
folks,
कुछ terms
PaperX has
and
been better
conditions
on the
भाई,
defender side on
contract.
this map, so probably want to make sure that you're getting as much value as you can out of this.
Today special
Not
what?
in an alt cycle
अच्छा
really,
नहीं,
other
half
than
time नहीं
Forsaken's
हुआ है
ult,
ना.
which
चल
you
गई
never know
मैं.
when he's got that in hand.
True.
What the hell he's gonna do, but
Could do
Today
something
no
wild, but
game.
2 away from having a showstopper back on the line.
Mostly I don't
So they're gonna
know.
try to fight this at Mount, or rather at Rubble.
Depends
that orb.
when this current
Couldn't
match
get away with anything
ends.
else, but Lev,
If
they
this
have the
goes
numbers
to
stacked up
third
here, so they
map,
are more
then
than ready for a scrap.
mostly no.
As a shot not going to be connecting. The kill
Like
jump
Valo
across
तो
the
नहीं.
side, and Neon.
I might play
Spaces forward,
Subnautica
Phantom
after
at range,
this
still able to find that kill.
whole
Seeker's now going to be
match.
sent down. Sodom going to be good for 1. Blows taken. Down Jing, and that is going to be a 3-player advantage. It's a timeout call, whatever they had drummed up. It's better
Today's
on the side of
special
left.
what?
The base in
Nothing.
Neon, good for another. Swings out, and oh my god! Swift on the taps to buy, dead. And it is a flawless for Leviathan to get up to 6.
Neon is actually
मैंने रात को डिनर भी
insane
नहीं
right
किया,
now.
अभी
That
सुबह लंच
Phantom
भी नहीं किया.
is hot.
भी 2-3
Say the
घंटे
least.
2 घंटे पहले मैंने
Good
पास्ता
lord.
बना
Oh
के
my god,
खाया.
this one right here.
बस और अभी कॉफी पी मैंने.
Doubles down.
मुझे लगा मेरे को
Deals with
भूख
the
लगेगी,
buy.
बट मेरे को भूख नहीं लगी है.
That one.
कल रात से
Little
कुछ
bit
खाया
frustrating,
नहीं
you
है.
know,
Like
something there,
a
got
chill
a little bit
food,
baited.
some
Thought he could go for the
solid
crazy flick.
food.
You know, maybe that early one on Ascent's got him feeling that he can hit anything. And
Now the operator's out of cycle. As Showstopper going to be invested here. Neon as well with the knives, and Soto! Managing to find both duelists.
दोनों duelist खा गया.
Finds it from beyond the grave, and Neon is still just looking so slick, so keyed in. Will not be able to find the kill on the NB, but tees it up. Took him low, and now it's just a buy. Dead on the push out of the smoke. Leviathan up to 7. A lead at the half now. Secured.
Attacking में अगर
One more
हक
round
दिए
to be
ना
played.
PRX.
they are just on it. I mean, a great coordination here. The deep flash to get some space. I mean, just insane stuff with the Showstopper into a Blade Storm. Paper Rex is trying to see if they can counter it. And Alex doesn't like the play, doesn't like the idea. Yeah, losing both duelists that fast. Sure, Sato. Don't need that second blast pack.
Well, maybe not the way that they've been playing.
Right?
As Jing again, that Showstopper at the ready. A shot out from something. Pops that tailwind. Meanwhile, Neon has the operator just holding down that position at Mound, making sure that there's no deep flank push coming through. And he will have the jump peak shot Envy eliminated, and there's just no way to counter swing him that
8
quickly.
for
So
incoming.
he gets out scot-free. Flash gonna be popped.
8 for incoming.
Turn that, able to find the kill. Divine now eliminated, and Paper Rex continue to struggle as Forsaken. A risky TP, but manages to get out of it and find the kill on Asado. In with a shout, perhaps. Blows now going to be eliminated. King down. Forsaken will get traded. Now a 2v2. The Showstopper still available to Jing. Rotating
Oh
around
my
as the play will be
God,
committed in something. Staying in
मत
place.
निकल,
The
मत
operator
निकल,
getting
मत
closer and
निकल.
closer.
मार
He's
दे,
scoped in.
मार दे,
Something,
मार दे,
however,
मार दे,
doesn't
मार
have
दे.
the angle. Now we'll check him. Finds the shot. Immediately dashes forwards. The
मार
Showstopper
दे.
is trying to locate this player. Will have him. Spike scene will explode. And that's going to be Paper Rex.
मैं bottle ले
Rescuing
गया
as
guys.
much as they can, making this a 7-5 half.
It looked again like they were going to be outdone. But this time around, Forsaken just in the nick of time, dodges the paranoia. Something Johnny on the spot here. Ooh, Forsaken had a moment. And then, yeah, like you said, the Showstopper still there for Jing. So they're able to make it to 5.
Oh, ludicrous way to close out a 5th round win, but Leviathan still out in the lead by 2. We'll see if they can close out this map when we come back after the break.
Spirit आता है भाई.
Right meta, and also kind of the right amount of experience to win out this tournament. So any worries for you coming into today's matchup?
Personally, I'm more worried about ourselves rather than the opponents. So I think if it's a good day, and I guess good to go. And hopefully, maybe they don't play as well.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Okay, thank you and good luck.
Especially I'm worried about ourselves.
Into the second half of our second map here to start off the playoffs. Leviathan rallying back after getting slaughtered on Ascent. They're looking right as rain so far on Lotus. Paper Rex on Struggle Street. Need to find this pistol and try to swing their way back into this. Otherwise, Lev might just be pushing it all the way to split.
Yeah, and it's been on the back of Neon. He has been incredible on that Jet. I mean, you know, we've seen it in the group stage where teams have tried to mimic this Paper Rex comp with the Jet and the Raze. Not too much success, but here today, Leviathan has kind of fixed some of their problems. They've got some of that confidence. They've got some of that firepower flowing. They've got the coordination going. Everything you need here maybe was lacking against NRG. Think back to Global Esports as well, who tried this comp against XLG and it didn't work out. So here, Paper Rex, the Pioneers, maybe gonna be railroaded. Flash doesn't connect on a King there.
No,
they're still ready.
Looking forward into the smoke to dive in, and he will be good for one. Forsaken. Turning that back. Big pop of the smoke attempt. No, ends up canceling, and that's going to be a big stun out. The Trailblazer finds two. Slows them down. Meanwhile, Spicing just drifting into the site, and Devi is able to clean him up. A little bit going to be offered back for free here by Paper Rex, but they pivot over to the C site. Plant now to come through. Still decent post-plant utility. Their own Trailblazer, a flash, as well as the paint shell. He's going to fully fight out towards CT.
This should be really challenging for Lev. But they have a couple sheriffs. So they have the ability to make a difference real quickly just with the shooting alone. That's mostly what they're going to be relying on here.
Smoke in the front of that spike, though. Makes it all the more difficult to try to get onto it, the Trailblazer. Only spotting out the one player. Starting to feel more and more comfortable that all of them are going to be on the site. So Paint Shell going to be layered in first and foremost, just buying that time. Pop Flash going to be sent. Flow's going to be good for one, but Envy and Jing come away with a killer piece. The face forward to his demise. Envy will close it out with two, and Paper Rex, they find the pistol to try to rally back in.
Nice, solid little mid-round call here by Paper Rex. They're given enough space at B that they can rotate in through water. And even though something is going to give his life for the cause, it gave them the space they needed, and they're able to set up for that backside post plant. I've seen that a couple times here in London and how tricky that can be as defenders to try to clear that. It's coming in. Outlaw for Devi. It's going to be something with the Stinger. Envy just a Sheriff. Jing and Forsaken going to be grabbing the Bulldogs. No buy-up at all for Leviathan.
Paper X gambling towards the stack. Paint Shell damage going to be avoided. Flash out, looking for the turn. Something does get full blind. Forsaken, however, still going to be able to find two as King and Neon get taken down. The tuck to the corner, the Paranoia flying. The push in, Jing looking to try to isolate. It's going to be Forsaken finding that elimination. Right click does come away with a kill. There's now a chance to get quite a bit more damage through. Takes Jing low, but can't take him down. Healed back to 42, and Zana now going to be spotted as the outlaw shot will eventually find him in the head. 7-7, 3 players surviving. Paper Rex starting off the attacker side quite well.
Yeah, it's just, again, a lot of what Leviathan is trying to bring to the table here is these surprise maneuvers with the dashes from the Jet to break the angles, and then the follow-up behind it. It almost works. They come darn close. They did quite a bit of damage in that one. So one rifle going to be bought up here. Going to pass that over to Jing. Devi going to stick on a Sheriff. Something with the Outlaw this time.
He's passing that over. But needs to be headshots if he wants to find the insta-kill. Everybody with full armor on the side of Leviathan.
Looking for that quick little peek out early, but they were already ahead of the curve. Opening the door, looking for that B hit. Paper Rex.
Underdog bonus.
A little bit. Trying a little bit of a different approach. Gonna keep spreading the map. They're gonna bump the wall and block the dog.
Well, it stops it from getting any more information. Meanwhile, their own going to be cycled forward, trying to make their way through tree. But
mangoes, are you eating? No, no.
Shot from something rather is going to be able to connect. Spike's going to be tagged down to 10. Blows is a world away, so getting a heal, it's going to take quite some time. So the rotation's going to start coming through. Try to get that Omen top back up.
Potentially maybe they try to feed an orb over to Jing here, but instead they want to get on the site. They know they have an
I
opportunity.
like mango
Toying with the
juice
map. This was some really
more
stellar
than like
mid-rounding from
just
Paper X to buy themselves this space.
raw mango.
Sado not there, you can't stop the plan from coming through. Spike's unable to turn the flash, turns back, is able to find that kill, but now a 2 for 2 is something trying to slow them down on this approach from Waterfall. Clever's gets set up, Jing eliminated, looking for a little bit more. His blows, comes away with a second.
I mean I
It's
had,
just
but
something still with an outlaw.
not now. Like
Sloppy
I'm
gun,
done
a
with
bulldog.
mangoes. What
Trying to
about
find a bit more success,
गन्ने
but
का
King
जूस
still
मेरे
at
घर के
full
बाहर ही
health.
है.
Still a sky flash available. It's gonna go ring around the Rosie, knife out, trying to get onto the angle. Peeks in and King, wise to it, has the shutdown. And Leviathan with 2 surviving will deny a bonus conversion as they regain the lead.
This is very, very close, playing for some good trades, but that one right there
बड़ा
for
ग्लास
blows.
20
That
रुपीस
little
का
flick
मेरे
up to
घर
the
के
top.
बाहर ही है. मेरे को फ्री में मिलता है
Stellar.
जितना मांगू मैं.
That was probably the difference maker. And Paper X staff a little bit frustrated. There was something that happened in that post plant. Still though, a lot of good damage done by Paper X. And they're looking to maybe challenge the mound angle once again.
Juice 20
That
rupees
economy
where
there for Lev, losing those guns, they're gonna opt to.
महाराष्ट्र के बाहर 20 रुपीस में जूस नहीं
Does
मिलता.
get a last second Phantom as Jing, I'm not sure if he wanted to cancel that jump or if he just whiffed it. Either way, doesn't get that position posted up top.
It may have just been a more of an info
Three.
gathering.
अरे I mean
Usually Jing pretty clean
Dude,
with the
low
blast
key wanna
pass.
go fight this A.
Can, let's go. But guys, remember, they break the door. Careful one guy playing here, okay?
we have given them space to run their business
Wait,
there.
bomb guys. Take
Bomb, bomb.
He go back, he go.
Common TP.
He went back. Guys, smoke the hole, the hole is here. He's here, he's here. Wait, can we swing him or something?
1, 2, swing.
From right side, bro. From right, bro.
Yes, wait, I'm going.
Ready?
Wait, not yet. Ready?
Gonna turn him. Can we just go?
Because I
It's
think
a
we just
meme.
That's another early
Gन्ने
kill.
का
Neon
जूस
just having Forsaken's number on this
20
map so
रुपए
far.
का.
Paper
याद
X
नहीं
getting
आ रहा है,
the ball
मतलब
into the
है
stack.
मेरे को पता है, but
Still
याद
not
नहीं
playing
आ
in
रहा
their
है.
favor, but that's a bit of a bogged entry. Trying to
Short
block
term
back
memory
forward.
loss हो गया.
Call, but Spicy, he'll get taken down. Neon's gonna be good for another survival.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
For more, and he's got it. Blows taken down, and Sado now here, just with the classic, trying to peel back anything he can get.
अबे इसके पास करनी थी.
Stands tall. 3 kills found, and now King trying to see if he can pull off a clutch, but even the damage would still be good. Can he find anything at all? Paper X fanned out across the site. Angles are covered, and it looks like King not going to try to make a go
शॉप
of
रेंट
this,
पे
or at
नहीं आया.
least wants
डैम
to
बड़े
clear
लोग.
out
इसमें
rubble.
बड़े लोग क्या है?
Maybe tuck away and go for exits. Either way, it seems like this round is going to be done, and Paper X will tie it
शॉप
up at
नहीं है
8-8.
और वो उसने बस अपनी मशीन लगाई है.
Let's just see if King has been pretty smart, pretty clever. Paper X none the wiser.
Banana juice 30-40. Banana
Kill there
juice.
on the Jing, a bit of damage going to be tapped through, but Envy will get the 4K after all. Secures a round win, but still ends up being a bit more
Sugar cane
costly
juice 20.
than Paper X would like.
सही है.
Certainly Alex still going to have his frustrations, but for now they find themselves tied up.
तुम कोई
And you've got
fancy
a pretty
है.
interesting scenario here coming up in the next round in
Place
terms
पे
of
जाके juice
ultimates.
order करके तो
Envy's gonna have his, Devi has
20-30
his, so a
रुपए में
lot
नहीं
of ability
मिलेगा.
here for Paper X to maybe try to dial up some kind of fast hit off of the back of those ultimates. Use the Seekers to lead the way. Use Devi's ult to clear some space on a site. Get a plant in. Try to get the round going that way. Instead, looking for the fast B hit here. There is
इससे ज़्यादा मैं नहीं
doubt
बोल
about
सकती
this.
भाई.
Can be a very quick crunch back in though. 2 players on the rotation through Waterfall. 3 more on that A side of the map as Seekers just going to get cleared out by something.
अरे दूसरा भी तोड़ दे.
Spike now planted, smoke starting to dissipate. Neon feels like he's going to have to be the one to really break through. Give the team a chance in this position. Something just rotating away from the paint shells. Time still being bought. Forsaken now joining in at B main. Paranoia going to be sent through. Line is there. Neon looking for the first, has it, but gets taken low, has the knives as a backup. It's a Steel Garden does get committed to. Rest of the gun's going to be gone now, but Divine
3v3.
falling, but the cleanup
3v2.
of Rex is looking damn clean.
What do we do?
so much more.
1v1
He helps get it into.
नहीं रुक जा
1v1.
4 सेकंड भाई
Starting to bleed down. Forsaken frantically trying to find it, and he hits a fadeaway shot.
ये कट टू कट चल रहा है ना
To
अब
the spike eruption, but gets the round win all the same.
How many kills will Neon get in
You
next
want to go a
round?
little bit of a different direction here as Paper Rex. You're going to
एक
try
दो
this B side. You're able to pop so much of that util early, get in there, get the post plant. Forsaken plays it nicely, waits out the smoke, knows that he has time on his side because you could just pull him off for a little bit. He's not going to be able to do anything but try to go for the stick on the retap. And it's going to be a timeout for Leviathan. Talk about this defender side a little bit. Things starting to slip away. The economy
crazy idea सोचा है
all
इस
over the
बार
place for the team. You're going to have a few players who
मैंने
can
बर्थडे
theoretically
पे
buy, but
लुक
many who
मेरा
can't. So in this coin-based
But
win condition,
मैंने जो
talking
ड्रेस
about some
मैं
of the
सोच रही
overall
हूँ
map theory here.
उस
I
पे
mean, I think they
वो सूट
put
नहीं
that
करेगा
round
लुक
okay. They're trying to go for the retakes. It's just you intentionally gave up that space on B because you've got the Vice util there, thinking it's kind of safe.
just like last
Paper
year
X
मेरे
just
को
did-
फिर
you know what you did to
वापस
them on the
से
other half, where you just
ड्रेस
get
पे
up and
गिव
over
अप
it with those
करना
two
पड़ेगा
duelists so fast that there just isn't really time to recover, and because something is instantly
तो मेरे को
scaling in
समझ
towards
में
heaven
नहीं आ
there,
रहा मैं
towards their
क्या करूँ
spawn, and creating that extra buffer for Paper X to get in and get the plan. It's just so difficult to react in time.
Well, understandably, Neon going to go for the force on this Phantom. He's got the cash behind it, and he has
तो
been
इसलिए मैं बाल
insane
बढ़ा
on
रही
this
हूँ
map. 23, 12, and 3 at the moment on this Jet. Meanwhile,
वरना तो अभी तक मैं
Raze
काट
is
देती
left on struggle street a bit. Nearly both showstoppers online. If
ये
Sato can
गर्मी
get an
ही
orb or get a
इतनी है
kill,
भाई
it's looking like why they want to be able to fight out towards C Mound, but there is no Paper X presence on that side of the map.
can't believe मैं इतने गर्मी
kinda
में
hoping
काम
here
करती
that
थी
Paper X maybe gets a little bit
Oh, they
over
don't go for it.
anxious. Yeah, well, I'm worried about Jing's ult. Like, are they going to commit it here?
It's going to be a fast rotate. Trailblazer going to be cleared before he can swing that corner. But the players now arriving on the B side. Leviathan be in a position to go for a very fast crunch play back into A. Door will have to get broken. As Devi is going to be the one leading the charge. He's going to be able to dispatch blows with ease. Paranoia now going to be sent through with the reface in. Spikeson had not gotten blinded up, so he finds a kill on Devi. Backpedal for
Nice.
the shot. Neon going to be taken down by the Outlaw. And has a reroute on Spike Scene, making his way through upper now. And Sato as well, not wanting to face in towards something, and I can't blame him. With the Steel Garden, do you try to invest
कॉफी
this?
के बाद ट्राई हो जाता है पूरा
You have the weapons recovered. 2 in hand. Gonna be Showstopper out, something. Cleaning up a kill on Asano. There's Jing. Trying to get in a position to come away with his kill, but he gambles incorrectly. He's just there around the corner. TP's across now for the reposition. Jing fighting forward, but unable to align that shot. Gets taken down now, a 2v3, so at least a chance to get some more damage in perhaps, and King will be able to do so, but the round cannot go their way.
nice
10 to 8, Leviathan back into a pie. Need to start turning things around from here.
यार मेरे
Good
को
news here for
देखना है
Leviathan
थर्ड
is
मैप
you did
अब मेरे को
make it
इच्छा हो रही है
awfully
थर्ड मैप
costly
देखने
for
की
Paper X. You got some ults out of them. Their economy not in the best spot.
एक घंटे में ऐसा
necessarily.
खत्म मत
They're gonna
करो
be able to buy into this one, sure. But you've been
रोको है तो
doing
थोड़ा
some
सा
pretty good damage. Now you're going to be coming into your ult cycle. You're going to
I
have
want
that operator for
splits.
Neon.
I want split
Going to have
I
the
want
showstopper.
split
So
I want
there's
split
some really good tools here to get your ninth. Give yourself another big chance here. But Paper X starting to slowly claw their way
एस वेस मार दो कोई
into a
मस्त
match victory.
Showstopper going to be sent down and Forsaken immediately. Skips town, gets out.
भाग गए वो
Ult going to be committed to no avail. Slobs it into the corner. Nothing found.
मर गया जिंग
Meanwhile,
मर
Black
जा
Hawk across gets a spot on the King, and that Seal Guard is going to be used
अडप्टर डाई हो
very
गया अरे
early
किंग
on,
मर
but
गया
he has worked down to 1 HP. Trying to hold the line, but maybe just come up with the brakes here. As Spike Scene TP's into the corner, he's able to find Jing. Now fakes the exit, and this can absolutely catch Paper X off guard. And it has something bounding forward. They eventually flush him out, but that play might just rescue the round for them. There's a Vian and me. A volley of kills. Back into their favor.
अरे नहीं बराबर देख रहा था
Trying to assess which angle this is going to be, and he will find it.
चलो भाई
Cannot
चलो
get them over the line.
थर्ड
Two
मैप
players
लेके चलो
surviving and left now one away from tying it up.
I think Paper X here just doesn't register that there's going to be these fast rotations from Leviathan. After that Steel Garden, I figured they just have to leave Jing as a sacrificial lamb for this round. And instead, they try to double down and take the fight, but that's a tough one to take. And so something just going to cut funds for the Bladestorm.
25, 13, 19, 14.
Behind it. And again, this is what I was talking about. You've been doing so much damage to PaperX economy. Now it's starting to rear its ugly head.
Just gonna go pushing out of this glass.
मर गए सब.
Nearly gets the fourth. Is something taking down the 20 health, and the fast pivots are coming through.
Guys, keep chatting.
Drop, so has to just wait out these thorns. And Neon ready
Keep
to pop the
liking
door,
the
go for the
stream.
backstab. Something will fall. The spike now on the floor to buy. There's just no way to break this. The pressure being applied from all angles.
Can Gawai clutch.
Himself stuck down him as well. We'll find even more damage. And at this point, it feels like it's just a matter of time until Neon is able to find him through the wall. We'll be running low on bullets.
नहीं, but 1v4 है.
It's a hold for now, but even for Divide, this is an impossible task.
Oh my gosh.
King will take him down, and that is a damn clean round for Leviathan to find as they tie it up at 10 to 10.
Just finished
Economy on the
mango.
side of
Oh, you were
PaperX
eating mango.
completely absent.
Yeah, they're taking some really nice fights. Right here at Mound, a great flash from the Vice to tee him up.
Overtime
Beautiful
जा
timing
तो
from
सकता है.
King, who has been so good with his util.
Oh my god.
Not a live feed, but might as well be.
Guarantee that's what was going on.
Might be a bit worse as well. Double digits hit for both squads.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is probably now talking about the macro game for PaperX. A couple rounds here where they've been outdone in that regard, where they've kind of brute forced their way through, and I think they got too much confidence from, I think it was round 18
Next
there, where
level
they brute
taste.
forced their
क्या
way
बात
onto
है.
A, and yeah, they got through, they made it work, but it was still kind of costly for them anyway, because they ran into the stack of Leviathan, and then a couple rounds ago, again, Jing gets into the site, but they get the Steel Garden out. No,
I don't like
Jing's the only
eating
one who really
mango
gets caught by it.
because
He's stuck on there. They've done some damage.
of acne.
Instead, they try to go for the refight through that door without the right util to really clear it.
I have noticed.
And even then, it's still a big gamble because you've given up that opportunity for Leviathan to make those rotates. So probably just talking a little bit more about how they want to approach the map. They're going to be coming into an eco.
लंच करते वक्त मेरी मम्मी मेरे को देती है.
Everybody else sheriffs. It's getting close. It's getting interesting.
And it's exactly what Lev needs.
I do not want any kind of reaction because of some food, especially in acne.
Meanwhile, Neon, easy enough shot.
He's been so good on this map. It's crazy.
Let's go split. Let's
He's
go
out of control.
split.
And there's this wall here.
I know you guys can throw
PaperX
this.
is just trying to bait this a little bit if they're actually going to make a move, because Blows is ready. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
My god.
Face forward, a hell of a lot more players than they
No
might
offense,
anticipated.
Dawai bhai.
Find the kill, and does manage to find Sato as well to boot. Forsaken trying to
सुन
push the
लिया
issue, but
लगता है.
let's get blinded up. But Jing now with that sheriff in hand, still
अबे,
going to for elimination. The shorty doesn't come away with one. Neon looking for the no scope. Single knife him, but spikes in at the same time. Swoops in, but something has the headshot. And what the hell just happened?
No way!
It's a masterful thrifty, and I don't know what I just watched.
अरे split दिखा दो यार.
Was it a no scope? We gotta see it from something. We gotta see it.
These make sense. I can understand this, but now we get to this part and things start going wonky.
Oh my god. Something भाई.
And it was going so well for Leviathan.
भाई क्या खा के आया है
It's just
something
one
आज. भाई यार
little
नहीं.
mistake.
ये हार जाओ फटाफट split
It
देखना है
costs
मेरे
you
को.
so much. Still have the operator. Still have the money. But now a lot of players are going to be bought down in those credits. Pivotal round. Especially with PaperX swinging their weight over towards the A side. There
One
is
from a
lot
Seekers,
of
one
this.
from a Showstopper.
Yeah.
In the Grabs the orb, sends it immediately. TP past this wall. Forsaken trying to get himself forward onto the side. He's going to be King trying to hold things over a tree, and he cannot hold it at all. Showstopper going to be locked in. Jing able to find that elimination with a...
नहीं जा रहे यार split हम.
We're still looking decent, but Jing is looking better.
छी यार split देखना था मेरे को.
3K for him.
Spike planted.
And a spike scene. Having to do it all in a 1v3. He'll be good for a kill or something, but Jing gets the 4K, and Paper Rex get up to match point.
There's so much has been talked about
ये
coming
क्या है
into this match
यार?
with Jing's Raze. He's been relatively quiet until this round, and he finally comes to life with a big one. Gets the showstopper, gets the 4K, and gets Paper Rex one away.
बाप रे.
They're on the verge of a 2-0 to start off their run here at the playoffs. Leviathan now calling what could very well be their final timeout of this series. Like you said, the money is going to be rough around the edges. Have to suspect that Neon is going to be
Guys,
playing
come
for
on,
him. He's
yaar.
one
I
away from
wanna
having those
see
knives online,
split.
and he will have to make them connect.
Well, I think this is
Burgers
what you're
for
talking about. It's
observers.
exactly how you want to utilize your util to make sure you can get one of those orbs, whether it be C, whether it be A.
C9 saving
Which
strats.
one of those are you going to think about fighting for? You know, you've got the exact same setup, so where do you want that flash to land? Do you want to commit the paranoia to it to make sure you can get it? The paint shells are 100% coming out wherever you're fighting. It's just a matter of, is your coordination going to be better than Paper X's if you run into each other? That's just the big question. And this is a lot, I think, about just this one specific
TRX ने भी
round,
time
and
out
maybe a
ले
few
लिए
little
थे.
macro ideas talking about, hey,
हाँ मतलब
make sure
starting
we're
में
not
तो
giving
हग ही
up
रहता
quite
है
so
वैसे
much
भी.
space. Let's be a little bit more proactive in the info game.
27-26 kills.
They are
Hello.
impossible to drag out.
Sato bhai getting
Well,
carried
you,
in
but I, for one,
Masters.
would love to see this go to overtime.
This is going to be
As
fun.
Leviathan
Here.
will need to make that happen to try to claw their way back into this. See if they can get it done. The up and over attempt at the flick. Something unable to find Sato. Just leaping at them, and that alone is enough for him to gain control.
वे ओटी पे ओटी ले जाओ वो भी चलेगा. थोड़ा सा लंबा खींच लो मैच बस.
Sato putting his life on the line so that Neon can thrive. Simplifying a smattering of damage, but eat some back in exchange. The heals are going to be there.
ये थोड़ा मुश्किल है इनका कितना बट लेवियातान का. पाए देख के लग नहीं रहा है.
That's important.
To find the reset.
तीन लोग ब्लाइंड हो गए
Calvin here
उधर.
gets
Oh,
in.
never mind.
Clean one tap, and now can just collect the gun as well. Pass that over to a teammate and just hold on to it himself. Looks like it's going to be the former. He'll take the Guardian in hand and slow scale forward from Paper X as they continue.
भाई ओटी मत जाओ. मेरा
creep up
prediction है.
towards
क्या
the more
prediction है?
stacked site. Sato just staying tucked away. Mitchell's at the ready, but spikes in on that peak, is able to find something, and blows, gets divide in exchange. The player advantage very much established here for them. Forsaken does manage to intercept Neon.
30 seconds left.
Elimination found, but now a 2v3. The swing around the
लंबा अरे यार खत्म कर दिया.
Sato, but the spike going to be dropped, and Forsaken having to do it all. He's going to go TPing across the other side of the map. The util here shrugs off that damage from the Thorns. The spike now.
What?
In play, King, the first to arrive. The jump spot has seen him. Forsaken pushing forward. Sees him on the other side. Just jumping over that corner. Goes back towards water. The shorty looking for the kill. 17 bullets remaining in the mag. They just go ring around the rosy, the tap of the defuse. Not committing to it quite yet though, and Forsaken able to isolate down to one. Knows exactly where the other player is, but he only has 6 health. Blows has to try to go for the push. He has to go for this kill. Forsaken though does not allow it. 13-10, 2-0 in the series.
भाई वो डिफ्यूज कर देता तो मजा ही आ जाता मेरे को. ये क्या मैच है यार? ये क्या मैच है?
A lot of teams shaking in their boots. You would think that's one of their weakest maps, and they absolutely destroy Leviathan. Lotus, a much closer affair, much more of what we expected out of this match, and a great bounce back.
उस चश्मे वाले का नाम क्या है? लेवियातान में जो है?
Time and time again, you hear this. You go up against Paper X for the first time, and it ain't easy.
Yeah, can't be too upset about that one. It's a good rally back after getting massacred on the opening map for Leviathan. I think there is still a bright
down,
future, still an
bitch.
opportunity for them
Sit
to make
down.
a run from that lower bracket here in Masters London. Like you said, you go up against the train for the first time, you're probably gonna get your ass beat.
पहली बार PRX ने थ्रो नहीं करा होगा.
And not much you can do sometimes. They're just on it. But you know, the Lotus looks shaky. There's things now that other teams are probably looking at, probably going, okay.
For sure. I think PaperX maybe will have to reassess that depending on who they end up playing against in the next round.
तातो भाई
But for Leviathan,
ज़्यादा उठने का नहीं समझा.
now they're going to be rebounding after this loss. They, of course, are going to be the ones that will risk PaperX for now, keep themselves in that upper bracket. A big win coming out as that first seed team from BCT Pacific. But still plenty to reassess and work on.
Next match भी देखना है क्या?
It's just crazy. It's PaperX team, what they can do sometimes.
They are certainly a wild bunch, but probably the one who's shown a little bit brighter here today is Device. Let's hear from him in the Verizon post-match interview.
There are so many fans who have been waiting weeks to meet their favorite team, but I'm going to come in and steal Divide from them for just a moment. Divide, can I just chat to you super quickly? We know that you wanted to work on your pistols and your post plants coming into London. 3 out of 4 pistols won today. You must be happy.
Yep. I mean, it's a good improvement. I think the paper fans should be happy about it, you know? So, yeah.
And are you happy with yourself? Because you were 15-1 on that opening map of Ascent.
I'm not complaining, I guess.
So let's talk then about what happened on Lotus. Because it's fair to say Leviathan weren't able to hit their shots against you in that opening map, but they fought back on Lotus. Did that take you by surprise?
I think it's bound to be a hard map, especially on Lotus, because they ran same com as us. And I mean, Neon was hitting really good shot, so props to him. And yeah, it's a hard one.
So what did Alex say to you? In that timeout he called after round 20 when it was 10-10, what got you over the line from that conversation?
Guys, I know you guys are chill, but I need you guys to be calmer, okay? So chill and breathe.
And you chilled and you breathed, and now you're here meeting your fans. Very quickly, anything you want to say to all the PRX fans who turned out for you today?
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much for all the love and support. नेक्स्ट मैच किसका है? नेक्स्ट मैच किसका है मेरे को खुद भी नहीं पता. TH versus Vitality. Oh my god. मैं इधर रखती हूँ इसको. हाँ, अब बताओ. ट्राई टू प्ले 11 PM स्ट्रीम. मतलब चैट आ रही है इधर? अच्छा, आ तो रही है. हाँ, ये अच्छा मैच है तो देखना है. Valorant game. You want me to play till 11 or you want me to start playing from 11? अरे मेरे पास Spotify प्रीमियम है, मैं यूज क्यों नहीं कर रही हूँ? From 11. बाकी दोनों फालतू है. कौन फालतू है? यूज नहीं कर रही तो मुझे देते. मैंने कल परसों ही लिया है. 99 में तो मिल रहा है भाई 2 महीने के लिए, उसमें भी मुझे दे दे। 100 रुपए तो खर्च कर ही सकते हो। I hear that you made you love me. Sorry, give me a type. I hear that you made. I. गरीब भाई समझा कर। 100 रुपए तुझे स्पॉटिफाई प्रीमियम 100 रुपए में 2 महीने का मिल रहा है। स्टूडेंट वालों को भी इतने में नहीं मिलता। ओ अकितो का वीडियो उसने बनाया था, देखा तो नहीं है मैंने, बट ठीक है। I hate that I made you love me. Not if I will be a type I. G2 वर्सेस XLG एंड फुट वर्सेस EDG दोनों फालतू मैच है। इजी विन फॉर G2 एंड फुट। फुट में अगर EDG जीत गई ना, अबे 1 साल का 100 रुपए में, वाह। एक सेकेंड, नेक्स्ट मैच तो अराउंड 10:30 बजे स्टार्ट होता है, तो अभी तक तो फिर क्या जल्दी स्टार्ट होगा या 10:30 को ही स्टार्ट होगा? क्योंकि लेजिट 1 भी नहीं, 1.5 आ रहा है। मेरे को लास्ट टाइम मिला था, लास्ट 100 रुपए में मिला था। 100 रुपए में तो नहीं मिल सकता भाई, मैंने भी लिया था लास्ट ईयर। यही अराउंड यही टाइम पे खत्म हुआ था, और मेरा नहीं, ये टाइम पे लिया था मैंने, और जैन में खत्म हुआ, पता नहीं। अबे 16 मिनट में भी नहीं, इधर तो 1 मिनट दिखा रहा है। मतलब वही उनका सिनेमैटिक्स एंड ऑल। भाई 1 सेकेंड, गाने की साउंड तो नहीं जा रही है ना स्ट्रीम पे, वरना गंदा कॉपीराइट आएगा। वाओ, मिली का थंबनेल मेरे को बहुत पसंद आया। नाइन 30 बजे स्टार्ट होगा, 9:30 बजे, ओके 9:30 बजे स्टार्ट होगा भाई। ओके भाई, चाइना रीजन बर्बाद है इंटरनेशनल स्टेज पे, चैंपियंस जीती थी वो, ठीक है ना। फुट भी कुछ अच्छा नहीं खेलती है। ऐसा देखा जाए तो दोनों सेम ही है। मैं तो सेम ही देखती हूँ मतलब। यार किसी के पास अच्छी प्लेलिस्ट है? मैंने गाने सुनने ही बंद कर दिया है। अरे वापस ये अपने भाई बंधु के साथ खेल रहे हैं। वो बहुत पहले भाई, उसके बाद कुछ नहीं करा है सीएन रीजन ने। ठीक है भाई, कोई भी जीते मुझे क्या। हाँ, उन्होंने बोला भी था कि भैया अलाउड है या नहीं करके। उसने बोला था कि यस इट्स अलाउड, बट ये रूल रखना चाहिए यार। तुम अपने घर पे ही खेल लो आपस में फिर। होशी महाराज मिनीबू का वो है क्या? मतलब रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं, मतलब जो भी है। कैमरा कैसा लग रहा है बाय द वे? कल तुरंत स्ट्रीम एंड करने के बाद मैंने सेट करा है, पूरे 2 बजे तक। भाई तुम लोग क्या कर रहे हो? सेटिंग लेआउट इस नया ना भाई, नया लिया है क्या होता है? क्वेश्चन पूछ रही हो बार बार, तो इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी हो कि नया लिया है मैंने। क्या है वाइटलिटी? My mom talking with her mom. I'm listening. Oh ho. I don't see much difference because you're blind. कैमरा नया है ही नहीं भाई। बैकग्राउंड ब्लर करा है मैंने, कर्व्स ऐड करे हैं मैंने। ये जो इंस्टाग्राम का ये डाला हुआ है मैंने, इंस्टाग्राम का नहीं है मतलब, वो ऐसे ही मैंने अपना हैंडल डाला हुआ है। रुको, अरे ये चेंज करना है मेरे को, ये नहीं। और इसका ब्राइटनेस तू मत लो रे भाई। ऐसा लग रहा है ओवरऑल ही लाइट कम हो गई है। बढ़ाई देती हूँ। ठीक है। इसको वाइट करने से पीछे वाला एकदम उठ के नहीं दिखता। इनकी बातचीत ही चल रही है। मैं अपना स्टोर देखती हूँ तब तक। क्या मस्त फैन है। मैं कुछ खास इंटरेस्ट है नहीं मेरे को इनका मैच देखने में, बट ठीक है। Blue color dress doesn't have photo Insta story. Not really. I have very rare dresses in blue color. बहुत रेयरली है और मिलते भी नहीं है। कुछ नहीं आया भाई, मेरे को 2 शॉर्टी आई है, 1 घोस्ट आई है। वाला बंद कर रही हूँ मैं अब। ये बस यही पसंद नहीं है मुझे एनवीडिया पॉडकास्ट का। हो गया सही। मैं अगर ओरिजिनल कैम लगाओ ये कैम रहने दो या पॉडकास्ट का लगाओ। ब्लैक ड्रेस कहाँ देख लिया? स्टार्ट हुआ क्या? नहीं, इंटरव्यू चल रहा है अभी तक। बोर हो गया मेरे को गाने सुन के ये। दो मिनट है और। भाई यार गेम्स कौन से खेलूं? वैलो खेलने का मन है नहीं मेरे को ऑन स्ट्रीम। मैप भी तो आ गया। लोग टीम बी क्यों लेते हैं?
Här på det första. Thank you. Vi ban Haven. Haven is banned, okej. Ja. And how about you guys? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, you are picking.
Yeah.
Good catch.
This is already rigged.
Hey.
Yeah, start attack.
Giving us a taste of our medicine.
Yeah.
I'm rigging EMEA against EMEA.
Yes.
Wait, so you said attack?
Attack, we start
Alright,
attack.
Yeah. So let me give you a quick recap. We start with Breeze, Heretics defense. Then we have Lotus, White Health attacks, and if we have Fracture, White Health attacks. Everything correct, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, good luck.
Eh? My भाई मैं डर गई ये क्या चालू हो गया?
Trophy lift years in the making.
We've gone second place so many times.
The cursed number for Team Heretics.
But we finally were able to overcome it.
Benji Fishy stands as their savior.
When I saw that this year was going to be Masters London, there was no chance that I wasn't going to qualify.
Going into the playoffs in my first international, it just feels amazing. A lot of teams from EMEA, when they qualified, they didn't make it to playoffs. I am happy to face top teams and actually show them what can we do.
I want to represent my country as well as possible. English crowds are amazing.
I expect them to support Benji Fishy and Team Heretics. This is Benji's hometown and I expect them to be loud.
Many people think that we are worried going into the playoffs, but I think team in playoffs should be scared of us.
I want you to be scared of us because we are in really good shape.
Just be careful. We have goats, Chronicle and Derek.
Oh हाँ ये Vitality में चला गया ना?
London, make some noise for this European derby. It's Team Heretics versus Team Vitality.
ये लोग आगे से जा रहे हैं.
Fighting for the right to take on Paper X in an upper semi-final. We find ourselves here with a rematch of the EMEA Grand Finals. The GOATs on one side, the hometown hero on the other. You got Durka and Chronicle facing Benji Fishy.
It's so exciting when we see this, because the fact that we got to see it only a matter of weeks ago and it being such an upset as well for Team Heretics to be able to win regionally, a match that Vitality should have won. But looking at this map, BO, we're seeing some similar maps creep up that we saw in that BO5. Breeze being one of the starting ones for me is interesting because that felt like a very close affair the last time that we saw these teams go up against one another. I think Lotus as well, Heretics, that has been one of their favourite maps when we consider their performance in EMEA. And of course Fracture, that was Team Vitality's insta-ban in all of EMEA regionally. Of course we've seen it here at this event since then.
Back
but
to
it's a question
casting,
of
back to
Team
watch
Heretics done the
party.
homework or not.
Casting
Yeah, it
थोड़ी
certainly
करना
is.
है.
Heretics, they had that time qualifying directly into the playoffs.
Benji
We've
do
seen
it
one
for
of the other
booster.
teams, they placed 100% on that Neon. In Leviathan, stick to the agent. We're expecting Heretics to do the same, but I do wonder if they do have changes in order. This Breeze, especially for me, I thought the comp that they were playing with the Sage Chamber, double sentinel.
अबे Instagram up हुआ क्या?
I felt that losing out on that second controller, especially in their mid-rounding on the attacking side, was a big issue for them against that more default comp on the other side with that Harbor in play.
Okay.
I think that's interesting, but I think that moments that we've seen from Vitality in this Harbor is Prophet maybe not looking comfortable at points. I think Woot being on the chamber as well has been interesting. It's been great to see his growth from moving to Julius, to see him on the chamber on this map. For me, yeah, it's a nice head-to-head race though.
Yeah, I think this is like the matchup though to look at growth since the grand final, how these teams have changed. Vitality, obviously, they went through the Swiss stage. We had some great moments with the stomp to start. You had maybe a little shaky, close game that they managed to close out against Foot. For Heretics, it's just a question of what they've done with the time, what they've actually improved since that final, that they themselves eked out in very close fashion.
And just to be clear, you guys do think that we're going to see Team Heretics sticking very heavily to their Neon identity across this tournament?
I think so.
I don't see why they have reason to change. Like, yes, we've seen the Neon nerfs and all of these things come through, but for me, Koshmaris, He just looked so good on it, and I think that him being on this agent, as I kind of highlighted previously, allows Woot to find more comfortability across the agent pool as well. So I honestly have no reason to think that he wouldn't be playing this Neon.
Yeah, I think it would have to change their style pretty massively if they shift away. That doesn't mean I don't think there may be individual map changes. I think
PPRX वालों का तो post भी आ गया और upper bracket run continues.
Here, but I think as a whole, as a team identity, it's going to be similar to what we saw in EMEA.
Waiting
what
for
kind of
connection.
Do you think that would change to then? Like, are you expecting changes on Breeze maybe?
मेरा phone 29% पे है.
I think if you're summing up the identity for Heretics, it's their early rounds, it's the aggressive plays they have set around the Neon. That's what they showed in EMEA. Taking a look at this one, though, that's already the beginnings of the comp they played before. That Sage getting hovered. It does just look like a return for them.
So if we're looking at Team Heretics to begin here on defense, Vitality on attack, who's a key player to be watching for Heretics if they want to make this map flip on its head and deliver them a result that they couldn't find in the EMEA Grand Finals?
I think I'm looking at Boo on that Sage. We kind of mentioned that this composition might be a little bit gimmicky, but I'm more just looking to see if Koshmaris is going to lock in the Neon or like what he's doing.
He's trolling, he's got to be.
But yeah, I think Boo has had some really interesting walls, especially when they move over to that attack side. Thinking about how they're using them on the post plant is really nice to see. But yeah, Kosh, let's see what you're playing, man. Playing with my emotions right now.
It is his first time on a global stage. It's his first time coming alongside his Lithuanian compatriot here with Boo, replacing, of course, Boo's actual brother, now a brother in arms, I suppose. And Koshmar is surely going to be locking in the Neon here to send things out. Would you still assume that Vitality are the favorite team on Breeze?
It was a close affair last time we saw it. I believe it was a 13-10 to Vitality, so really they just need to get off on the right foot, I think, Mimi. I think that I mentioned Profek on Harbour being one of the question marks for me because he had looked uncomfortable on it at points, and of course this is the player that we kind of highlighted needing to be able to step up.
For sure. I do see Vitality as a favorite here. I was critical of some of the group stage play, but I think they looked really good on this map domestically. I like the way that they're using these slower rounds, playing that double controller look, and abusing that lack of control utility on the other side.
Who better to lead you through a rematch of the EMEA Grand Finals than Pansy and Hyper?
अबे इनकी Valorant India वाले की story जा रही है, मेरी क्यों नहीं जा रही?
Finally joining you here in our hometown as well of London, and what a great game to start with. Call it a revenge match, call it maybe a
Desktop on
test
करा है
of
क्या?
Heretics coming in the hometown. What it is a tantalizing prospect.
अरे यार,
It definitely is. I would argue a bit of a blessing, right, for Heretics to come in, a little bit of downtime, an opportunity to watch some of these games and really, I guess, probably piece together the overall approach here. I don't think we're going to see too much of a difference, but interesting for us to start here on Breeze. Profek for me, obviously, the biggest talking point. A little shaky previously, upwards trend for him.
6 minutes, 1 second, 3 घंटे, 1 घंटा मेरी नहीं जा रही story सिर्फ.
On Breeze, I'm certainly looking for him to have a good game here on map 1.
Already, obviously, Vitality on the attack, meaning Heretics on the defending side. Sayonara trying to get things started with that crunch towards B. So we're going to be in the crosshairs and a quick execution. It's simple stuff for Profek, the man you wanted to see start well.
Well, actually, eventually he gets to at least one in that situation. Sayonara to shut that down now. And Heretics will pause for thought. Do consider this. We'll find Lurker ahead of time. Opportunity now, the headshot actually on Squad. Piecing together a ton of damage here. Perfect to clean up with a 3K. The pistol secured here for Vitality. Just at a moment where it looks as if Heretics is going to get the one that gives them a bit of access towards sight.
And do roll your minds back, right? Regular season, the Vitality was struggling in those pistols. They were absolutely down in the doldrums, something that had plagued them for a long time. Speaking to Powell during that kind of rebuild phase when hope was reignited, there's a lot of Sayonara actually apparently kind of at the helm of those conversations, wanting to take some accountability for them.
Which is actually really interesting for such a young player to kind of be reflective in that way. But certainly for me, again, where Vitality have really kind of stretched their legs a bit, he has been the focal point of this team. A weird engagement here. We're actually coming out way worse off in that exchange with Chronicle.
Kind of, I guess,
Posted आया है, सच में post हुई है क्या?
Again, when they identify that, who knows? But Boo's felt enough pressure being put on Wood that he wants to at least be in support, maybe get that heal across and see what can be achieved off the back of that. He's kind of essential at this point, and as you can see, it's a bit of a messy trade out. Boo does manage to catch Chronicle, but really, the bulk of it was going to be this B hit, but they've cancelled on this.
Indeed, there's going to be a huge rotation here, leaving Durka to maybe catch somebody in transition. Rien's arguably the first in that equation. Wide open sight here for Vitality. Durka still showing presence, so we'll keep them interested at least, but I think they're going to have a very quick confirmation. There's no follow-up.
No, and I quite like this willingness to adjust, right? Even up against a round that should just be on pistols, this should be farming for Durka. Beautiful work early and in position to do more damage. Great for him to build up that ult early. Also just feel confident, right? Get that going as best he can. Plant's obviously going to be in. And the name of the game for Heretics is, 1, don't feed across too much, and 2, see if they can make it costly somewhere.
Really got any point of weakness. Other than here, Boo actually going to swing out, find Profek.
Who will win Dee Dreams, TH or Vitality? I have no idea.
Boo keeping them interested for the time being.
I stopped watching their games.
Yeah, they do need to be a little bit careful, right? There's a fine line, and Durka might be just dying for the cause. It's fine, the round will be there, but the silver lining is there for Heretics. They made something out of nothing, even in the loss of a round.
To find Boo at least. Lions will give it up to the Spikes. The 2-0. Only a Guardian
what happened?
Here.
Nothing.
Purchase.
Instagram was down.
Don't have too much of an impact, but certainly here, I mean, Heretics coming out with a ton of damage you wouldn't expect. Given the situation here on that approach, back into the A side.
Insta was not working.
All progress here. It's Sayonara and Profek to at least capitalise on these opening couple of rounds. Nothing really to note. Heretics Boo getting closer and closer to that res.
Big investment coming back in for Vitality, though, because it cost them an arm and a leg, so...
But yeah, they've now effectively got 2 players off kilter. In terms of the finances. Slower approach here, maybe anticipating a little bit of aggression.
And probably the right thing to, once you get into the kind of bulk of the buy rounds, you slow the tempo down, try and get an understanding of maybe how Heretics want to be playing this. Is there aggression maybe behind Kosh Maras, who is an explosive player?
Yeah, I mean, still a terrifying prospect for any team coming up against Heretics.
But it's also one of those things where we have to eye test how he does in big environments. Yes, he did well obviously in EMEA, but does that translate to a situation like this? It's a little bit of a different one where you have to be so aggressive and confident, something that stood out to us.
Yeah, they're a very momentum-focused player, so coming in here cold the first series, if it's going to be a concern to note. That's going to invest here. With Kosh Maras still absolutely disgusting Durka over the top.
That is a really choreographed take there towards that front pillar. That's beautiful. Benji threads the needle, stunning on the follow-up, but it's quelled quickly by Profek. Already a 3v2 and sights in their control. Boo
left now.
Yeah, Woot's a mile away. Boo would have to do something big now if he wants even a chance at it.
He kept inside this for the time being, but doesn't really have anybody to challenge onto. Man advantage here for Vitality, and they just need to tuck in. It's forcing Woot to clear all of this deep space. Gets himself into window, but
no one's playing to it.
Yeah, the clock's running down already.
Yeah, they've got to get a wiggle on if they even fancy a chance. This feels like, as much as these rounds are very costly for Vitality, they are in the upper hand. Boo! It's a formality in the end as Vitality get a good 3 here. As I said, these haven't been clean, right? These aren't the easiest outcomes, but by now you're sitting at 3-0. You know that you've got Heretics' money and finances on the back foot.
Coming out of that as well, Hunter's Fury going to be available for Sayonara. Did discuss the res, it's available here, but again, you have to see how this buy will settle. Kosh Maras unable to have a say in these opening 3 rounds.
And I think that's a really big point for me. 0-3, Woot 0-3. You've got 2 of your big heavy hitters, right, Mike? And they're just a little bit absent. I need to see that ball rolling.
I mean, Woot's been challenging.
He's there.
Kept in check.
Well, speaking of being kept in check, an early challenge. Durka, no stranger to stages like this.
Hi, Probot. What's up?
On the other side, probably expecting this. I can imagine the pre-fire should be relatively accurate. No?
I was going to say, if that angle actually suits Woot a little better, but doesn't. Catch a glimpse and just shut down immediately.
That's such a nice early pick again. Above a minute still, plenty of time to play with. All they've really seen is Durka. They don't maybe know that there's a lot behind this yet. So you can imagine Kosh Maras wants information, right? They maybe want to try and stack out the right side or just get involved. So he might be caught here. See how far he tries to progress. Durka waiting for anyone to overextend as well. Kron's waiting for Rien's curiosity to peak. But it's a patient display from Vitality.
भाई कितना चेंजेस आ गया रोस्टर
Three
में
points behind this, though.
अब भी रियलाइज हो
Gotta
रहा है
do
मेरे
the
को
due diligence in terms of the clearance. I mean, Boo does have a bulldog in hand to do some damage. Go through. Burka to dash in. Doesn't actually catch him on the first tier and stunned away.
And 30 seconds, it does get a bit dangerous now. 3 players on the site and a decent enough couple of weapons to make something threatening. Gosh, Moraz, though, put to bed. Durka showing that pedigree here.
कल क्यों करने वाले थे फिर जब तक मैं आया तुम चले गए थे कब आए थे आप
I'm seeing it feels well balanced.
Absolutely.
मैंने तो पूछा भी था कि किसी को और को आना है क्या
Not much of a
करके
chance to do damage here if he's even given the opportunity to find an exit across the map. So impressed so far. Vitality looks so composed in some of these slower setups.
हाँ पवन जी बोलो
Yeah, even here, I mean, Boo's unfortunate with that step
favorite
back
team
behind the
PaperX
default. Could have potentially pieced together 2 with the Bulldog. Benji will catch a tag here. Will shut down Chronicle at least. Perfect. Still certainly interested. Will lose a rifle.
Look,
for
these
his
rounds have
curiosity.
been costly, man.
Yeah.
It is costing Vitality an arm and a leg to be doing this, but the number keeps marching on, 4-0. Vitality not
अरे
feeling
डिनर
much
बोला
of a
था
threat here
स्ट्रीम
from
के
Heretics.
बीच में
I
डिनर
can
थोड़ी
imagine early
करूंगी अब
timeout
मैं
should be on the cards, because as Billy was saying earlier on, 13-10.
अभी तो मैंने
this is closer, fair
कल
when they
रात
got
से
lost in
प्रॉपर
that fight.
खाया नहीं है
Yeah, I mean, I'd argue probably in a different way. They were fighting tooth and nail for some of those
it
rounds.
was
and
scrappy.
unfortunately, here this is where you come back to the composition. In terms of Heretics' kind of success throughout stage 1, it was built around Cosmoras. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Certainly the driving force to get a couple of these other players certainly playing more confidently.
Yes,
In
absolutely.
Heretics, it's always the, I hate saying it, the age-old discussion, our own game. And then there was always just slow and questions from the outside looking at that. And really, for me, you've got to have everybody
आउटलॉ परचेस की रही थी किसी ने अब भी करी थी
putting their
शायद
foot forward to really take the initiative.
Yeah, and I mean, looking through the Coinbase win condition here, it's take a pick for Heretics. They need something to be a win con. Maybe it being getting Koshmaras active, maybe getting Wu online. One of these things has to come through, because as it stands, the 2 big hitters are absent.
For me, the big thing here being the operator going forward, finding some value in the early round, certainly shutting down Vitality's ability to just control these rounds.
Yeah.
From the
फिलहाल तो
get-go.
PRX
Limit the options of
तुम्हारी या
Vitality
मेरी
in terms of this early
मेरी starting से
pressure they're
PRX ही है
certainly putting towards A main. You're actually going to see Wu
but not
flip things up completely.
die hard fan कोई भी
Maybe
टीम
try and get a little aggressive outside B. That could be the first.
रैंक डाला तो है तुमने
Really
एक्सक्लेमेशन और
take a
क्वेश्चन
round
मार्क
back.
दोनों यूज
Actually
करा है
pivoting over to mid here, so there's bodies on the other side for Vitality. Certainly you'd hope could find an opener here. All the way into elbow, right behind this wall.
It's a good shout. How far does he go? Does he stay on this?
Get out of my way.
He's gone!
Oh.
You couldn't ask for a better beginning, finally, for Heretics to get that confidence building. Benji dives in with his own. Finally, the stars aligning here as Sayonara. Well,
You've been
sit
good.
this one out. I don't know if you've been
Are you
1v5.
जी हाँ ये जी भी है
That would be quite impressive, wouldn't it?
जी तो है
Plenty of
ही
time left on the clock here. Again, certainly not looking for Heretics to go forward and hunt this. They can get an entire purchase under their belt behind this.
And
I mean,
do
it's going to align pretty well with this old cycle as well.
And again, for a team that was playing quite diligently, I wanted to say that Vitality have been very solid in how they were handling those early rounds. Surely the protocol list now just needs to be aware of having that operator in play, right? Why are we leaving the chance of elbow being taken over? Why are we just going through this without considering it at that point? If this is the solution that Heretics wants, they need to be on the money now. This is a quick, easy answer for Vitality if they can catch on fast enough.
We're getting 3 position towards bottom mid and a knife towards double doors. You really question what the next step of that process would look like.
रोबोट
if there is
वॉच
a gap
पार्टी
left.
चल रही है यहाँ पे
And certainly if it's to show intention towards mid, it didn't draw anybody from Heretics. They had 3 over towards the B side, and Wu happily taking that space at top mid.
Bit of versatility here, but the pace and the tempo is a bit different, more direct. But Woots almost caught the heel. They do manage to slip past, but the pace isn't really
GGNT का
changing.
ऐसा हो रखा है तुमने लास्ट मैच देखा नहीं क्या PRX का
The 3 splitting through mid. They've not really stopped. The W key has been held down the whole way.
they defeated Leviathan
It is a fumble and a half.
2-0 legit
Devastating after the man was a
first
star.
map तो भाई
Moving up
13-1
to this point. So now down to Rien's. Boo,
Anti
and
तो
we're
नहीं बोल
raised there
सकते
for Boo. If they get a chance.
I mean, look at where these death markers are.
Yeah.
There's no chance of getting back
कौन
into
से
this group
ज़माने
now,
में जी रहे
trying
हो?
to find something.
ये
Way back
eliminated
in,
ये
Dirk, I
कब
believe,
हुआ?
just spotted the rifle, yep. Oh, sorry, the
ये
barrel's sticking out.
हुआ
Sayonara
परसों.
clean up, boom. Find 2 kills here, re-ends, but
Oof.
wow, actually now that makes it interesting.
Yeah, you can hear the spike, but I think it's just
No
gone
time.
that little bit away. And again, yes, a couple of kills in the exits. It looks all right, but it's not getting you rounds.
But what's interesting to see here is Vitality's instant decision-making here to address that. Is that all right? You want to take elbow?
Right up the
We are
guts.
flying up mid.
That's
flying up mid.
madness. Keep in mind how close Woot was to catching one in the heels, right?
Yeah.
He was a second off that.
But the other thing is, you then note the operator is actually catching Yampy at
play.
the end there, but you note the operator at double doors there. And he's
We're
like,
going.
okay, cool, green light, B side, let's go.
And Koshmaras still yet to get off the starting blocks. Normally, we wouldn't harp on about it, but it's such a stark contrast to how he was performing in those games leading up to this qualification. And we haven't seen him tested like this. He came out flying. He looked confident. He looked locked in. Here, he's locked out. 0 to 5, and we saw that shot in the last round. He's got to wake up. It's not a one-man game, but when he was so exceptional, we ask big things now.
But again, to come back to the composition here, it's like, what? Other than going hyper-aggressive, how do you get Koshmaras into the thick of it in some of these rounds?
I mean, we were
Oh, भाई साहब,
Yeah,
Viper please.
Absolutely.
Wild aggression, very well handled.
XLG ने हराया है.
But look
तब
at the
जाके
tempo
बाहर
again,
हुई वो.
Vitality just kind of crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Need to see that protocol list kept in check. They're going to note that Benji's on the switch here as well, over towards the A site. How do they want to approach that? Already, Durko getting the first couple of steps towards that A site itself. Re-ends. Considering getting a bit of chip here, but it's Benji on the invest. He's tucked in a corner. Koshmaras on the flank.
Hey, मैं confuse हो गई एक second
We're
के
gonna have the
लिए.
Hunter's Fury on top, taking all the attention, potentially hurting them back. Koshmaras finally drawing blood. Woot in the follow-up. We're getting a bit of action now.
Now it's Profek to try and hold down this space here, and he's both across round.
There he is.
Will double down.
Finally.
Spike not planted yet.
I know, they've been held at the door, right? With that Viper's pick coming in, you had the Hunter's
भाई
Fury on top.
पवन
This
जी
took a lot
कोई
to get
esports
to this
follower
point, but
नहीं
Corn and
है.
Sayonara, there's going to be a chance, and it's slim to none.
वो तो बस
Koshmaras remembering who he is. 3 big kills. And
सीरियर में
another
वैलो
big round
खेलते
now for
करके
Heretics.
Both starting
देखते
0-3, but both delivering 3Ks now to get themselves
ना deep interested
into
नहीं
this
है वो.
opening map. And for a moment there, when the pit actually spreads backwards, sure, it cuts off any further progress behind sight, but doesn't deny that plant. Vitality still don't get a window of opportunity to find it. It's just such a chaotic exchange towards double doors.
Nine! Let's go! Let's go! Nine! Let's go!
And even here, signs of life, still a 5-2 scoreline. Heretics will break the purchase at least. Couple of ults to consider here. Yampy just one away from a null command as well.
क्या लगता है PRS की one more
Durka to
trophy?
invest.
Again, we noted how fragile the economy had been. So many exit kills going over the other way, but apparently Vitality don't care. The slow
XLG
tempo
versus
to the
PRX
corner.
नहीं हुआ है
Can
ना?
Heretics now soak the hit again. Simplistic stuff, straight up middle, putting both of the players back to the wall. The flash is heaven sent from Yampy. Durka teed up to succeed. Plant should be on the cards. Recovered weaponry. They got the keys to the castle.
Certainly do. A pit here for Chronicle, and it will be invested. Awkward in terms
I
of
only
the
know
spread,
G, PRX, VTC,
them
VTC?
an opportunity to cut off
Or you mean in VCT?
some of the approach. I mean, Heretics still look very interested in this, though. Moras, yeah, kept at bay here. The stun won't get
Ooh.
behind Durka, though.
All right, just bulldozer in, I guess. Keep going. Can you get past Kron? That's going to be tougher, and it's not going to work. You might want to call it quits on this, because Moras fancies his chances. Does he still? Probably not. Yampy setting up this round, and he might be the one to tee it up to close. There. Off the back of the trade, Vitality flipping the script again. The pace they're coming back in with, Mike,
मेरा
I
गला
love
खराब होने
that.
वाला है.
So decisive. Again, this is on the back of what
कैसे
Guardian
but
and
मैंने तो
Phantom
कुछ
invested.
ऐसा
This
खाया ही
flash
नहीं.
is sublime from Yampy. You get 2 players looking to get aggressive in front of default towards main, but it's the perfect recipe. Unfortunately, there's nobody top mid to really stop that from spiraling out of control so quickly.
कोई 2x KO खेलता है इधर.
What's that saying to you, man? I feel like
I
you're
mean,
trying to get a grip on the
it feels
roster
like a panic
almost.
button.
Yeah, it does.
To be
Which
honest.
role will die first in this round?
Some of
Duelist.
these round wins for Vitality, very telling in terms of confidence levels, in terms of comfort here on the stage. I think Vitality looking to strike, whilst Heretics are looking a little shaky.
And I love that point, but I do want to kind of take this a little bit of a further step back. I want to give credit to the coaching staff for the prep coming in here from Vitality. The fact that they've played this relatively recently in the finals, a very close affair when they met last time. But they've come back in with a really good tempo read, it feels like, a good understanding of how they want to deal with Kosh Moras and potentially Woot. Now, we've had a couple breakthrough rounds from those two, but it needs to be a bit more than that now. The depth gets tested. So credit in my mind is there to Vitality, who's always that question mark of what have they done between then and now? And I think we're seeing a little bit of that here in front of us.
Certainly seeing a different approach here and a different level of confidence, certainly. Again, the big questions throughout stage one, it's what the hell's going on with the in-game leadership? What's the call? What's the direction? Everybody kind of wanted to have their say and do their own thing now. Terrifying prospect. I mean, most of these opening duels are stacked 3 or 4 deep on the side of Vitality. Again, kind of nerfing Boo's ability to go forward with somebody, find a trade, get the res off and really find the value there. I mean, the low-hanging fruit value of playing the Sage here, and we're not really seeing anything outside of that in terms of the utility to shut Vitality down. It's always a two-pronged approach here from Vitality.
अचानक
It's
से
difficult to get value off a slow orb or a wall somewhere.
सा ये होने लगा irritation.
Look at the pace. Slow it down. Let's see if they're running some deeper aggression. They try and do something a bit weird and wonderful. Let's take our time. And is the reward there? Yes, at least in the form of information. Kron can't quite punish it, but it's got Durka going back in. Man, he makes stages like this just look so comfortable for himself. A treat to watch. And a rough one for Heretics. It feels like they've been trying here, but it was a very simplistic answer to go aggressive on the extremity. And now that puts Wu right in the crosshairs.
Ooh, Durka actually onto the angle behind the Cloudburst. Won't be noted just yet. Again, this is all just a bit of a feign of heavy intention towards A here. Koshma's got to be careful. Finds that onto Yampi. Big kill to find.
Oh, that's absolutely huge for him as well. Holds the line, denies that quick little pivot that maybe they were working off the back of Durka being a distraction. Now the pivot comes in though. Where does Vitality go? Poison at this point. The stack on B or Woot potentially on A. It looks like they fancy their odds on B. Benji pushed up towards that front side. Pillar and Boo on the back lines. There's that wall. 18 seconds. Could buy some good time, but it turns the eyes from Kosh Moras. Oh! Heaven sent kill for him! From the absolute depths to that. What a bailout with time like this. I don't think you got any.
Wait, exclamation points डालना तो.
We'll try and hold on to this as best they can. It's just Durka. Perfect. Hold on to weapons here. And the first time
actually
really
top
seen
dollar
Heretics
top
force a
exclamation
scramble
top
out of Vitality, and the clock basically deciding that it was so late in the day.
And what's this coming down to a little bit of the fact that they didn't know where Boo was. We've seen him towards A. It's been a little bit fluid in where they're kind of placing Benji in this and kind of flipping where those positions are.
Because at the moment there, where it's like, yeah, we tag Woot with the drone. We know he's going to be playing aggressive off the TP. He's obviously got an operator in hand. Certainly a window. If you're going to coin flip the mid-round like this, send it up double doors again. They found success through that. A-splits have been really hard for Heretics to handle.
I think they've heard you. Straight up middle, through double doors. I think they might like what you were saying. Now, do they continue? They've seen Boo here early. They've heard the operator. They now know what's going on. The flash before was fantastic. This time, not going to have the same level of success. Sight now under scrutiny, and Woot's in trouble. The flash! I doubted it! You can see what Yampi can do on these sites. But now Heretics are in support. They have their players on the right side of the map. You've got to keep your eyes on some of these players. Prophet, Sayonara, slicing through the lines, leaving just Kosh Moras. My God, Vitality. Keep it simple. It looks damn good.
I mean, yeah, the slower round, certainly their demise, but another
मैं अपने आप को हटा दूंगी.
I mean, what did Boo and Woot do in this situation? Yampi finding comfort once more on this role. It's been a long time.
मेरा नाम है कैसे?
A historic role for him, but these flashes opening up the sights perfectly. And Woot just can't find a comfortable position back against the wall anywhere on this site right now.
वो redeem वाला बताया ना कि होता है जो उसमें तुम्हें क्या चाहिए कि मैं क्या डालूं?
Maybe let Kosh Moras be a little bit more of the anchor almost. I don't know how you start investing into this. Oh, they've given Kron the operator.
Oh! What the fuck?
Give Kron the operator! Razor.
But like I said, these first engagements always stacked up by Vitality. They can't go for the res in this situation.
Oh my god, this is just a beauty to watch, but it's getting hectic on the site. Yampy wants that spike down. He wants a bit of control here. Woot's still patrolling. Benji's unknown, and Rienz is lingering in the back lines. Dirk has done enough. Already takes a bit of work in towards double doors and pushes further.
Spotted him.
He can see the blood in the water, but a miss. Rienz gets to live, but barely breathing on 10. Woot, you've got to be a bit of a hero here, because it's all on you in a 1v3. It don't matter. Kron is on an absolute heater there. What the hell did that man just do?
Absolutely beautiful. And I think this is just desperation from Boom. It's like, right, go forward, take an opening duel, I'll res you, whatever happens. But he's just caught with his pants down, trying to wall off here for the res.
Redeem में क्या चाहिए मैंने बोला exclamation redeem डालते हैं ना command points से you can redeem.
Ballsy plays up mid once more. Again, very fine margins. If a couple of these Heretics players win that opening duel, Wu can TP out, Boo can then throw a slow orb in, wall something off. It could go.
We can do one thing.
But if you're backing yourself, if you're, as I think Durka put it,
we can
having
put
some balls, it seems to work
out.
You've had Durka
memes
doing so much on those extremities
for less redeem points.
Because I think Heretics had, I don't say the right
या
answer, but
फिर
it's the one that feels logical. But again, how far do you want to dig deeper here? Woot.
पे मेरा ही कुछ डाल दूंगी वरना मैं बस उसके points ज़्यादा रहेंगे redeem करने के. So you guys can't spam that.
Two players stacked behind Woot's opening position here. Vitality still anticipating further aggression elsewhere.
Property के redeem में.
Benji going to be happy to tuck into B site here. Boo going to be noted. Crossmouse on the judge up close and personal. Is he cleared? Well, he might just be cleared off Hunter's Fury, but a couple of misses.
Yeah, he's good. He's still good here. Nah, you don't.
Guys, Among Us खेले Sunday को.
Okay, it's fine. Koshmaras got that. I was so scared Durka was going to do something
हाँ,
stupid with that. But it's fine. He's
बताओ.
won his fight there. They've won out on that side of the map. But the pivot's already coming in here.
Saturday, Sunday, एक दिन Among Us.
30 seconds left.
I'm going to get a sound cue here on the back of Rien's position. Standing ahead. That's not going to find him. Yampy will find Woot though. 20 seconds left on the clock, Lauren.
They got to go, and they're going into 3 here. They've picked the harder side of the map. They don't know about it. The rotation's in. Rienz and Boo standing side by side, holding the line. 13 seconds, and a young gun has to do it all.
10 seconds left.
3 players and a spike to plant. Come on.
Among Us को guess बोला किसको बोला?
I think he knows.
भाई ultra low latency अच्छी है. Low latency पे थोड़ा सा BT हो रहा है.
It's 4 to 8, Mike. It's competitive.
मेरे पे नहीं है Among Us. फोन में डाउनलोड कर ले भाई.
Vitality looked good.
Absolutely. Again, Heretics just being shut out.
PC से VC बैठ जाना.
It felt like a formality. Vitality would have the advantage here in the first half, but not going anywhere. Heretics can bring this back in a second.
Among Us कोई.
Oh, they absolutely do. So while we take a moment of a breather here on the half, we'll be handing it over to the stage where Frankie is standing by with 2 very special guests.
फोन में Among Us अरे उसको बोला.
Is Benji's best friend. Charlie is Benji's
If you don't
brother.
have
He is the
Among
toast
Us
of
in
London right
PC,
now.
you can
Reese,
download
what's
it
like
on
seeing
phone.
him playing in London as you've
Phone
been
पे
to
तो
all the
free
events
है
he's
वो.
played at so far?
It's lovely. It's so good to see him in London. He's been wanting to be here for a long time. And for me, I've been to Shanghai, Paris,
लोग ज़्यादा
Berlin.
चाहिए वरना
It's a lot
नहीं खेल
cheaper, I'll tell you
पाएंगे.
that.
Basically, he's taking you around the world.
Yeah, exactly that. It's nice to see him all around the world. So, but hometown's a lot better.
Members को direct entry
Paying off.
मिलेगी.
Years of being a brother
Tension मत
hopefully
लो.
paying off for you too, Charlie. Do you get nervous on his behalf?
No, not at all. He always messages me before the game and he says, no, don't
Flawless
worry,
in
this one
second
is the
round?
freest game.
Oh,
I've got this.
no.
Don't even worry about it.
He said that about this game that's happening right now.
Yeah, of course. It's fucking. Who are they called again?
Oh,
Vitality. Vitality. It's easy. Come on, man. Yeah, come on.
I mean, you say it's easy, but Benji and Team Heretics never won a Masters before. Why do you think this is their time?
कल का मुश्किल है. कल थोड़ी बोला मैंने Saturday या फिर Sunday.
I believe in
आज क्या है?
I believe in playing in your hometown.
Friday match.
You've got it. How hard can it be?
Reese, do you believe in a lower bracket run? I'm not saying it's getting into that situation yet, but you know what? We love a miracle.
I mean, we can do anything. Lower brackets is exactly what we want. More games to watch, so I'll be excited if we do.
More games to watch, more games to ramp up to the grand final. But first of all, Team Heretics, they really need to take down Vitality.
All right, don't worry about the swearing. Frankie has the foulest mouth backstage, so if anything, it's probably her fault.
Comfort zone for her.
Yeah, she's like, well, perfect. Okay, so kind of let's summarize this half a little bit and kind of lead into the second. Because it felt like Vitality have set a bit of a tone to this now.
Certainly, yeah. I mean,
Good morning.
so decisive in some of these early rounds. And I think definitely
मेरे को लगा
catching Heritage off guard.
Thursday.
You can see so many times where there's a player going forwards, not expecting to find 3 or 4 people staring them down, and Vitality run away with the early round. It just
मैं 5 दिन से
a
stream
little
कर रही हूँ
disappointed
फिर
not to see the turning point earlier on in the half where Heretics were happy
Monday,
to
Tuesday,
commit to some of
Wednesday,
these opening
Thursday,
games. It
Friday.
was Wu kind of probing, maybe a second player alongside him, but
Sorry, I get a bit nervous when I saw Koshmaras kind of like diving in a sec. But that is the play to look at, because we called out the fact that they were very slow on the start, but they've got themselves towards the top of the board. They did start coming online towards that later part of this, but look at Elbow, and they might fall into this trap. I don't know if Wu knows
he
about
spotted
this.
the TP.
The temptation too much to back away from it, but Chronicle, again, the confidence is sky high.
My
It's
God.
gonna be Daka on the delivery, though, trading it out for V2. The early damage is there.
Even early on there,
कौन आएगा पहले मेरे को नाम बताओ.
Just to catch Rian's.
Come on, man.
A glance into main, Yampi to find the killing blow. Another pistol converted here from Vitality. 4 left standing, Lauren.
And keep in mind, this team was one of the lowest rated pistol round teams.
In.
They were shocking at it. But what's a difference?
You see this back into main. Beautiful stuff.
बिस्तर पटक रही है ऐसा लग रहा है
A little
मेरे को.
blind faith required here in the second half. Heretics on the back foot once more.
फ्रेम ड्रॉप्स कैसे हो गए इतने?
The Guardians, Durka.
गर्मी लग रही है बहुत ज़्यादा.
Yampi actually the one to invest the most here. Heretics might get spotted out by this drone. You need to hustle away. I mean, the TP spotted previously, not placed here, so be any early indicators for Vitality to go forward, but don't expect them to. I mean, the benefit of the scoreline, certainly this purchase compounding that.
And again, do remember, this is Vitality's choice. So don't fear just yet. Obviously, I think the memory of how close the previous series was, and on this map especially as well, is going to be in mind. I mean, Lotus, similar situation too, so I think we are on.
I mean,
for
you could
a
argue
good one.
Koshmaras having a slow opening game. Here we go to Lotus, and certainly one of the bigger win conditions for Heretics.
Yeah.
May not be there, we don't know. This map's not done.
No, it's certainly not.
Lotus could certainly
और
be an
डेट क्या है
opportunity to
आज?
turn things around for that individual.
12. Getting ready to set. Oh my word! It's sharp stuff from Chronicle. It is only pistols, so making it look quite easy here. And sadly for Heretics, I think they're not getting those little win conditions they were looking for. Potentially a chance to get a plant or catch a player. No, catching nothing here. Chronicle just building up ult or
Vitality ले जाएगी ये.
Simple stuff for them. Very in control, Mike.
Flawless round 2, unfortunately, with this scoreline. Feel like the beginning of the end for Heretics.
Next.
They can really piece together something to take back control.
Next Pearl है क्या?
Honestly, the momentum.
Lotus से Pearl है कि नहीं?
I mean, it just feels like they're a little absent here. I want Heretics to get a little fired up. Even in the losses, that's fine. In the first half, in the first couple of rounds, even when they were catching a couple of
भाई
exits,
गर्मी
making
है
the
for
rounds
real.
a
अरे
little
भाई तू
closer,
पहले
like, okay,
ये
they're
बता
still
कि
in
तू
this. I
खेलने
don't
वाला
want
है
that
या
to
नहीं?
slowly filter away. That's my concern. However, a buy in hand now, Koshmaras. I need you to really find that X factor again. There's the flash in. Boo gonna be able to tuck himself away towards main. But Vitality looking like they want to be bullish in approach. They want to keep this space. They want to stamp their authority very early on. And I like the reaction on the other side.
अरे भाई इधर ऐसी नहीं है.
Traditional in approach.
Two players here are giving me early signs of indication. Chronicle has to respect this though. Big reveal coming through, but no spam. Able to connect here, and a wall potentially secure control for the time being. Plant will come through. Full 5v5 in the post. Koshmaras the only one to really take notable damage here.
And it feels like Vitality
Fan
are
की
playing to the
speed भी
potential of
5
this,
पे
considering
रखा
how
है
deep they
fan.
were sat on B. There was never going to be like a risk to life unless someone went insanely deep on that. Durka trying to spam away, but Boo the one to take potentially first contact. We do see a late bit of presence coming in through elbow as well. There's the reveal. Anyone punished? No. Again, being held back by the wall, by the util, by everything that's
मेरा
in play.
sure नहीं है,
Vitality aren't
Sunday को
getting
भी
much of a
sure
look
नहीं
in
है.
here. As Profek tries to take a look, it's Wood to find Kron. Maybe just trying to keep him locked in at this point. Do something with this. Durka's doing a lot of something with it. Okay. I mean, round's gone, right? Round is gone, but
yeah, but I mean, the damage is huge. This damage is
Bro
massive.
भाई couldn't have said it better. क्या?
Something with the scoreline here, everybody falling there. Again, yes, the round goes in their favor, but it doesn't
क्या
exactly enable a
बात
comeback.
कर रहे हो भाई तुम
Three
लोग?
reward off this round victory.
घर में नहीं लगती क्या तुम लोग को?
Fair
कौन
enough.
से कोने में बैठे हो जो तुम्हें घर में नहीं लग रही?
All right. Get a few of those, but and look at this knock-on effect. You're saying it. We had to see the comeback, right? This has to be not near on flawless. I mean, pretty close. 10 rounds found early for
Fine with the
Vitality.
decision making in that round, to the point where Vitality just calls like, right, box
Lock
them in.
Yeah. All right. Does it work out for them? This is a huge round for Heretics. All eyes on it if they want a chance to bring this map back to some sort of fair fight.
3 light shields for Durka to punish as well.
Oh dear.
Doesn't catch a bite here in mid, but Heretics now stacked up to follow this drone potentially. Big info from Yampi.
That's 4. He's seen it all. Does he get to live through it? Koshmaras denied on the scale up if you wanted to burst towards backside, but it's Profet who takes a look and takes a life. Bye-bye, Koshmaras. And there's no trade, and there's no pressure back in. They're starting to look like they're stalling out here. Whoop's got Durka down, but you've got Yampi spraying and praying. Kron in unison. Rienz and Boo trying to bring back Benji on his feet. And it's Boo finding more. Trying to hold on now in a 3v2, but put back into their place.
अच्छा एक और shock
Heretics
dart. अरे shock dart मार दे.
Sayonara get the info on one, and he still has that reveal. Double swing.
Oh,
Easy for Vitality. How are they
टाइम
making
बताओ
it
पहले.
simple in
पहले
these
मैच
scenarios?
कौन सा है कब
Even here,
किसका है
the
वो
Rez is
देखना पड़ेगा.
bold to commit to here.
PRX का तो सीधा 16th को है उन्होंने
Span
पोस्ट
through,
डाल
but
दिया.
Get us the timing here to find that kill on Koshmaras. Cut the sight lines, completely isolating for the rest of the team, and you even said it. No trade. Who's swinging through that? Who's swinging into the big unknown behind that wall? Great work here from Vitality to remove the head of Heretics on this approach. Just like that, 11 on the board and a byproduct of round 15 once more. Now, Vitality win the follow-up. And look what you've got to prevent map point.
As you said that, the longer game defined on those last 2 rounds, pretty much. All right, give me a miracle here, Heretics. I'm all aboard. Show me what you got in mind. Does it bank on Wood? Potentially. And he's...
Hey?
What? Where and how?
That was Chronicle, yeah, so the bricks.
God damn. They've been working, man. They've been working. Look at that little, like, jump spot that they've got on this. Filth. Heretics looking for a new solution, a new way forward, a new way out, really, but eyes are already there. I'm seeing Kron look that way. Seeing Sayonara could be, maybe keep it in mind already. Profet coming over, it's Durka given the freedom to fight, and then Sayonara goes in. Great work from Benji, but quickly handled. As Boo and Koshmaras might need to face the music on this one. 12 looking like it's fated to be on the boards here. Make me a believer, Boo.
Wow.
I mean, it ain't pretty. Yeah, it ain't pretty. But it will get the job done. It leaves him down low, though. But Koshmaras can't make it there any faster now. Support's on the way.
Slide on, find the first. Yampi cleaned up here.
30 seconds left.
He's seen one.
They try and make a stand here.
I don't think he knows they're there so fast. I mean, Durka's had a bit of a map here as well, quietly working away, putting them up to 12 rounds now. And Heretics held on 5. And it feels rough looking at this. Looking a little flat here in the end, losing a lot of that burst.
What a display from Vitality in this.
हमेशा कौन जीतता है?
If there
Fnatic.
was any questions about coming back to probably a little bit of an awkward series to kick off playoffs, but certainly looking to make a statement here. In their comfort
Fnatic
zone, you
जीती
could
हुई याद है
argue.
मेरे को, Vitality भी जीती हुई याद है मेरे को, I guess.
Durka and Chronicle with ults to invest here. I think Yampy just missing one more, and Durka over the top looking to seal the deal on this map.
And he wants them buried. You can see he wants to go further. Oh, he is. He actually is hunting them down.
Spam in there.
Brienne's, he can't run away. Durka is just hunting them round the map. Down to 4, they get a plant.
So far 6
And they
out
put
of 9
2 on him.
predictions.
More than man marking at this point. But he still fancies a go, can't do it. Benji stands tall. Good follow-up from Kosh Moras. We're in a 4v3. Kron, Yamp, and
खत्म करो
Sayonara
जल्दी, मेरे
next
को
in
अभी
line. But
खाना
Number
खाना है,
sitting with
बस हो गया.
Heretics here.
Certainly a man to the good, but still a chance here for
हम
Vitality to get
इतनी
something.
watch
Chronicle
party
found
करेंगे
Benji.
आज के लिए.
Sayonara here looking to get aggressive onto default.
Yeah, it's Kosh Moras. Oh, that's nice. Woot comes into effect as Kron. The time might decide this, and simply they do not want to play
अभी
his game.
comeback मत करो यार.
Have to wait and watch. And a lifeline, a little bit of hope potentially found.
Find themselves number 6, but again, ult starting to come online here. The finance is still going to be comfortable. Vitality alongside that. And even here, great recovery for Durka. Finding that opener.
अरे बाप रे.
At least here, the confidence still in play. Heretics take double doors. They
Side
need to
में
get
रहना
right
खड़ी
behind
है.
that set up in towards A main. Unfortunately, look at the minimap now. They could be walking
नहीं
into a
बोलना था
blender.
आपको. अरे वो
over
अकेला ही
towards B.
बचा था तब मैंने बोला.
All right, round by round, boys. Name of the game, no more timeouts, no chances until you get to OT. That would be the first time you could even speak to your coaches. Gosh, Moras, 12 to 13 so far. First time really being on stages like this, though. And already coming away a little bruised off of that first engagement. But look at the other side. Oh, that's messy from him. Not what I'm used to seeing. We know his caliber. It's not on display here
क्या हो
today.
गया उस लड़के को? उसकी टीम ने ना
At
मतलब
least on the back of
वो
that.
Heretics की
Again,
fan है.
doesn't create an opportunity for a comfortable plant at all.
उसने round निकाल लिया.
Top of the ult here. There's not any util to follow up, and I mean, Vitality going forward just yet.
I mean, the widest swing of your life there. Yampy does get traded down, but he's going to be able to tell him exactly where Boo is, where all of them pretty much are. The swing, and it ain't a miss this time. Sayonara there, Boo in unison. Rez now considered invested. Boot's back on his feet.
अरे उसने बाहर
Yampy still
दे दिया.
punishing. Pit's still there, though. Got to play it forward. Benji, the last line of
GG's.
hope for Heretics now.
He's got Snakebite.
And he's
really
got
slowed
time.
this down.
Benji's got
दोनों मर
every
सकते
tool
हैं.
possible here. He's being walked on.
GG's.
And Sayonara's caught him. Time is going to be
अच्छा
tight.
time नहीं है but
But I'm pretty sure, Mike, they've
है.
already gone and done it.
है time है.
13 to 6. Vitality looking in control. What a difference from when they first met.
Absolutely. Looking so confident. The biggest thing for me is around this mid-rounding, the confidence to execute some of these pivots. Absolutely textbook from Vitality here in map 1. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Lotus after this.
My God. Won the match, yeah. 2 और मैप है हेरेटिक्स के लिए. आपने टैटू बनवाया न्यू? नहीं. कब का ये तो कब का ही बनवा लिया था मैंने. वन मोर मैप इफ टीएच विन दैट देन डिसर्ट होगा। अरे वही जो भी है, लोटस है और ऊपर से एनीवेज गाइस, मैं चलती हूँ कि मुझे डिनर करना है। आज के लिए इतना ही। वॉच पार्टी एंड दिस वाज इट फॉर दिस स्ट्रीम। I will see you guys tomorrow. को कल क्या है देखने तो पहले। और EDG वर्सेस फुट और G2 वर्सेस XLG और फिर we decide। ठीक है, वैसे संडे को कुछ है नहीं इतना खास, बट अगर लेवियतन वर्सेस नहीं, वो मेरे को ये ब्रैकेट खोलने दो। ओके सो हेरेटिक्स वर्सेस वाइटैलिटी में जो जीतेगा वो PRX के अगेंस्ट खेलेगा। 16 क्यों लिखा था इन लोगों ने? 15 को मैच है इनका तो। इनमें से जो हारेगा वो यहाँ जाएगा, फिर इनमें से जो जीतेगा वो इधर जाएगा, फिर इधर, फिर इधर। माय गॉड, बहुत ही लंबा पर है। 16 को तो लोअर राउंड है भाई, इन्होंने 16 क्यों लिखा है? आर यू गोइंग दिशा? यस। Try to play Valorant. Why? Why do you wanna see me play Valorant? अरे वो रिवर्स लिखा हुआ है फ्रेंच में, इट मीन्स ड्रीमर। क्या है डिनर में? बाय द वे कुछ नहीं, जो रोज रहता है भाई। मैं कल रात से कुछ खाया नहीं है मैंने, लाइक प्रॉपर लंच या फिर डिनर। रात को लंच नहीं करा मैंने, वैसे ही सो गई, भूख नहीं थी। सुबह उठी, मेरे को लगा भूख लगेगी बट नहीं लगी, तो अभी मेरे को लग रही है भूख, तो मैं चाह रही हूँ खाने से पहले कि मेरे भूख मर जाए। इतनी ज्यादा गर्मी हो रही है ना इधर, में शांति से बैठ ही नहीं सकते, बहुत इरिटेट होता है इधर। एनीवेज गाइस, संडे को हाँ संडे को अमॉन्ग अस सब गेम्स, ठीक है, जिसको आना है आ जाना। क्यों ऐसे ही पता नहीं। ओशन ओशन नहीं है भाई। अभी इससे ज़्यादा जस्ट चैटिंग मेरे से नहीं होगी, तो बाय, सी या, टेक केयर, गुड नाइट, पीस आउट, बाय।